Hello, hello, hello. And
Hi.
it is a new year.
Oh
Hello,
my
everybody. Hello,
gosh.
Angie.
Oh, I'm excited for the new year, the new energy and
Yeah,
everything. Hi, Quinn.
yes,
Hi, Terry T. Hi, Julie and Nova. How
we
are you today?
we
I hope you're warmer than I
definitely made
am
it
because
to.
I am freezing.
And I wanted to play the New Year video just one more time because I just love it that much. So here you go, folks. Happy New Year. That's the last time we ever play it, so I might as well use it.
Listen, you can play it all the time. It's New Year's whenever we want it to be. We'll just
I'm
start
telling
over.
you. Especially that positive kind of restarting energy. You want to there's times when you want to restart in the middle of the year and it's like, go for it.
Exactly. Hi, naturally divine goddess. Hi, Pam. Quinn, it is a brisk 58 degrees. That is cold for me. Like everybody else might think, oh, it's t-shirt and shorts weather. I am freezing right now. Just Lord help the child.
Everybody, if you have a chance, you should go to Naturally Divine Goddess's website to her link tree, because she has an astrology planner for the year
Astro
2024 astrology planner.
soul.
I bought mine, and I like it very much. And so, you should go check it out. And if you like what you see, you should buy it because it's very cool. It talks about the various events happening, the spiritual events happening, for your general, whatever. But and then you can put in your specific stuff. It's a really good planner. So go check it out. Go check it out if you have a chance. Again, Naturally Divine Goddess. I think it's the Goddess or Goddess Tarot. It may be Goddess Tarot. Anyway, the most important thing, Naturally Divine Goddess. Okay, check it out. Astro
Yeah.
Soul 2024, absolutely,
Yeah.
positively.
Everybody, it's 52 in Houston. All right, Pam, you right with us. Bonnie says it's 33. Bonnie, I would be a popsicle if it was 33 here. But overnight, it do be like in the 30s. And I don't like it when I wake up and they be like, overnight, it was 30. That's too close to freezing. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you here. Well, hopefully everybody had a great start to this new year, and we're ready to kick things off in such an amazing way.
Oh,
You just never know.
Nova said it's snowing. Where she at? Where you at, Nova? That is
What?
snowing. Lord, no. Miss Bonnie, you need a heated blanket. Let me tell you, I was so cold all the time. And I used to just talk about how it would take me so long to warm up. Even if I put multiple blankets on, it would take me a long time to warm up. So my sisters bought me a heated blanket, and it made the world of difference. I love it. Like you instantly warm up. Don't keep it on, or like set that timer to turn off after about an hour or two, because if you go to sleep with it, you will wake up drenched, like hot. So
Toasty.
you will be sweating. Like, listen, it might help. It might sweat off some pounds because, woo, but it does help with knocking the chill off really quickly. I love it. And then my niece
Sean is
bought me.
showing.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd she say?
No, I was gonna say Sean is showing off at 62 where she
62.
is.
All right, Shauna. How is it warmer for you than it is for us, Shauna? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. My niece
Hey,
bought me a
as she
towel
should.
warmer too. Everybody must know
Nice.
that I'm always cold because they just bought me stuff to keep me warm.
And didn't somebody buy you a little water fountain?
Oh my gosh, my niece brought me that Aaliyah for my Zen.
Yeah.
She must know that I'm a little bit spastic. So she was like, Angie. So
Yes.
and I love it. It has the nice little, it sounds like a waterfall, and it actually works. I wasn't sure it was going to work, but it actually works, and I love it. And then Kina bought me a light up angel that they all sit at my desk because they like, listen, she is the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And sometimes she just need to settle down.
I hear you. I hear you. Hey, I found that image of the downloaded Astro Planner.
Oh,
This is
okay.
what it looks like, folks. There you go.
Ooh.
And so this is the Astro Planner, and then again, it's
Oh.
January, and you have different events. It talks about the events, the Mercury going, and then you could ask you questions and then your goals and so forth. I'm telling you, this is quite an impressive piece of
Oh, I
work.
like
And
this one too.
each month, again, you have times like how can you use the energy in the new moon for Aquarius, goals and tasks. Also, the crystals for the month. I mean, how wonderful, right? It's like it's all right there. So, anyway, just wanted to bring that to people's attention. Keep that in mind because it's like quite an impressive little thing there. So, anyway, that's with Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot.
Listen, Terry T, that'll keep me warm too, but neither one of us have one of those. So until then, I'm gonna have to wrap up in that burrito like a wrap up in that blanket like a burrito.
Ho ho ho.
Exactly.
Well,
But
again,
Terry
hope everybody
T,
had an amazing year.
I think that you could have had one by now. You just don't want to listen. You could just bump into that person and meet them. You ain't even gotta say nothing. Just bump into that person.
Maybe Terry, are you super computer or what? What's going on there? Because I mean, you're professional, you're educated, you're bright, you're articulate. No,
Just change your name tag at work to single, and then maybe he'll understand what that means.
single and ready to mingle.
Exactly. Maybe that's what you need to say.
There you go. Absolutely, positively. Well, Angie, are you drawn to anybody specific tonight? Let's get rolling. Who are you drawn to? And first, shall we read?
Let's see. I was just looking.
Yeah, I love those Tibetan bells. The Tibetan bells raise that energy level. It's like, yes, 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 yes.
I like Auntie April because her name is Auntie April.
There you
And
go.
she asked for a general reading, and I'm not mad at a general reading. Oh my gosh, as soon as I read her name and what she said, I literally saw like the little mega horn, the celebration horn, like somebody blowing a horn and ringing it, and it said 2024 soar. So I feel like you have a project or some kind of endeavor that you're thinking about starting off, and if you launch it within the next 3 months, because they're showing me March, if you launch it within the next 3 months, it'll be successful and it'll bring in money because they're showing me coins falling down. So whatever it is, this business or this project that you're thinking about launching that'll make you extra money, and then it's showing me not as a side item, but it could replace your current stream of income and be your main stream of income. And it seems to be something that you love because I'm getting goosebumps and I'm getting that joy, that excitement, like, oh my gosh, I get to do this every single day. So whatever it is that you're thinking about launching or you're thinking about doing, it looks like it'll be a success. And they're saying, stop being so scary or take your scared pants off. You seem to be a little bit timid about launching whatever it is. And they're saying, just go for it. Don't wait. So for Auntie April, I don't know what the business is or what the project is, but I immediately heard soar for 2024. And then I saw the mega horn. That's an announcement. Like there's an announcement of some kind of celebration or something good happening for you. So I think that you should go ahead and start whatever business it is. And I do see the money coming. And then I see littles around you, like little children. So I don't know if these are grandchildren or your children, but I see children around you, or if the business is for children, but I see children around you, a little boy specifically, and maybe a little girl, but I do see little children around you, and they're a little bit excited or they're happy to see you or to be in your energy or in your presence. So there's little kids around you too. So I'm not getting a response from you, but that's all I got for you is that it's good to start your business. There's little kids around you that love your energy. And maybe that's why you said auntie. So maybe these are your nieces or nephews, but there's little kids who love to be around you and learn to love from you, learn from you. You seem to be a person that likes to teach kids things like either how to cook or how to do things or do homework. You seem to be that aunt that is very interactive with the children. And so they're showing me the children enjoying being with you. So continue to be an inspiration with the kids or a encouragement for the kids, and then go ahead and start your business because it could replace your current stream of income and you can make your own money because it seems like you want to be an entrepreneur and own your own business. So that's what I got for Auntie.
Auntie, I feel like you are in a I won't say quagmire. I won't say quagmire, but I do feel like you've gotten stuck, and you are needing some direction on how to find your way out. And Spirit's telling me you don't need direction. You don't need to ask us or anybody else. That the power lies within you, but you have to trust yourself. And somehow, over time, it seems like a relationship you were in, or the situation, your family, something has gotten you, has beaten you down a bit, to the point, not beating you physically, beating you down a bit, so where you don't have confidence in your decisions. And so look within, go within, look within, and find the answers that are there, that what they are. And no one knows you better than you. No one will ever know you better than you. And so when somebody is passing judgment on some things that may be external that you're making decisions on, that's one thing. But when they're trying to direct you and to correct you about you being you, they've got a problem. And when you try to live up to their expectations, you have the problem. So the complication, the problem, the issue, the whatever it is that you're facing, it has to be addressed by you, for you, and without any input from other people. And you have to have the confidence to make the choice and then do it. The follow through is important. And that's where I'm getting that you fail. You fail in the follow through because, again, you get weak. You get weak because you don't have the confidence. Have that confidence. This is a new year. Own your power, walk in your power, talk to Spirit, tell Spirit to get behind you and give you that backbone if you need it. But most importantly, you need to find the comfort and the peace and serenity to understand that you are on the right path, that you know yourself better than everybody else. So that's what I'm getting for you. I think you need confidence this year, and this is the best time to start it. This is it. And while you're at it, everybody, but before we move on to the next person, and with this person as well, most importantly, do your smudging. You just started a new year, new energy, new world. Let's get out there and smudge your house. Get that house smudged, then burn some Palo Santo, so where you can get that positive energy to come in, where you're sending the negative out. Let's get some salt across the dirt.
Don, I was just going to say, I just remembered to do it today. I went right outside. I set my intentions to keep all negativity out, to keep negative people out, negative energy out, negative everything. I did that today. Put the salt at the door. I certainly did. And I smudged to get rid of the 2023 energy, and
Yep.
to bring, and then that Palo Santo to bring in the 2024 energy.
Absolutely. This is the time to do it. This is if you really want to get your year rolling right, do it more than just physically changing you. Change your environment as well. Alter your environment to amp it up, to give you every possible opportunity to help enlighten and to raise up every other possibility for you. Because if you can do a lot for yourself, but if you're in a negative environment or you're in a problematic environment, you are still limiting what you can do. So make sure you do that. Again, salt across your thresholds. Make sure that you take some cinnamon, put it in your hand, put a dollar bill or a $5, I don't care, $10, whatever. Put some ground cinnamon on that bill in your hand. Run the infinity sign through that cinnamon for about a minute, and and again, telling the world, my wants and needs. Again, doing the affirmation. What your wants and needs are always met. Those things. Blow that cinnamon into your front door, not every other door. Your front door only. And let it sit there for a day. Don't clean it up instantly. Let's not be a cleaner. Let's let that sit, because that's blowing abundance into your house. Give yourself.
Don, I have that broom over the door, that cinnamon broom, and
Oh, you
I
got
feel
cinnamon
like
broom?
it works. I got the cinnamon broom hanging right over the door.
Fantastic. It's interesting because I had to go out and I gave 2 away. I gave my 2 away because somebody was getting a new place to live, and so I gave it to them because I knew they needed it more. And then somebody else needed something else, and I'm like, oh no, you're going through this. You need this.
And Don, when I say random money's just coming in, like Geico sent me a refund from like 3 years ago. Like, oh, we reviewed your policy and we owe you money, checks in the mail. My insurance provider, oh, we overcharged you. Here's a check in the mail. Just random amounts of money that are coming in with the broom over the door. So I don't do the cinnamon every single month because I have the cinnamon broom over the door, and I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference.
It does indeed. And again, because you are controlling it. It's, again, we if we start taking control of it, our things and our lives and our situations, then we have we are blessed because we make the blessing happen. Folks, when people say you're lucky, I've heard luck so many times. You know what luck is? It's preparedness and then an opportunity. If you are prepared when an opportunity presents itself, boom, things happen. And then we call it luck. No, no, no. It's preparedness. It's being prepared. It's having the work done. It's getting you to the place where when the opportunity arises, you can take advantage of it. If you don't take advantage of the opportunity because you're not prepared, then it's like, oh, I was unlucky. No, you weren't. You were unprepared. Let's get that clear, folks. So again, do your work, get the house smudged, get that new energy in there, get that stuff across there. So where when the opportunity arises, it's going to come flowing. It'll flow into the house because you're open to it. You want it. You've invited it in. But if it's flowing and you have barriers at your door that say, not here, this is an energy, ugly house, we ain't coming here, you have blown the opportunity. You have, because you were not ready. Therefore, there is no luck. Again, to me, luck is opportunity and preparedness. When they meet, boom, you get it. So there you
Exactly.
go.
Exactly. And then I was gonna say something to April. I was gonna say, how can you be a life coach to someone if you're experiencing depression? And what Spirit said was the life coaching is helping to pull her out of the depression because she likes to see other people thrive, and helping other people will help pull her out of the depression that she's in. Because I feel like her grandmother was a really helpful person, or one of those really giving person, or like one of the neighborhood grandmothers that was like really, really well known, or really, would help out any family member or any family in need. And so I feel like the spirit of her, or you working through her, or you emulating who she was, is really helping you to be pulled out of this. But I do get all over joy for you. And then I do just get like, I feel like it's a heavy weight for her to transition from little kids to adults, because she loves her kids so much. And that's what I got, like her surrounded by all these little kids. And I feel like it's kind of heartbreaking for her to have to break off from them to go to this new thing. But like I said, they do show it as this income replacing that income. So you're just going from helping littles to helping the parents or adults, or people that are a little bit more mature. And so I do see success in it. And I do feel like it's your higher power just pushing you forward and saying, go for it. And like to help you with that uneasy feeling of, should I do this? Am I making a mistake leaving the littles to go to the adults? And I feel like it's them saying, yes, you should go ahead and move forward with it. And the money will immediately start coming in. You seem to be very organized too. Like you have materials to pass out. You have like action items to give people. You seem to be very organized in how you want people to do this. And you're very accountable. You're like a very good accountability buddy too. So I do see it all working out for you. And I do see like maybe workbooks and things that you'll develop and end up selling on Amazon too. So it seems like it'll just continue to grow. So as much as you can imagine for it is as much as you'll have for it. So that seems to be very good, Miss April.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So who's next? There was somebody who was like, "Can you please pick me?"
Also,
And they didn't ask for
could I
love.
add one more
Oh,
point
go
there
ahead.
too? Interesting, because like even when she said transforming between childcare and life coaching to life coaching, and like you said, depression. It's amazing. It is amazing. Psychiatrists. Most all psychiatrists have psychiatrists themselves because they need somebody, because you are depressed, and if you are depressed, that is your life and in your world. But quite often, we as humans are very capable of compartmentalizing. That's one thing we do very, very well, most of us. And there are times you can compartmentalize your own depression, your own whatever, even grief and all those things. You can compartmentalize that and still be amazing at the things that you do. Because
Yep.
when we put on our professional hat, our big boy pants, our big girl pants, and we walk into a situation, we put on a uniform. Our uniform is the attitude and everything else. It's not just the clothes, it's the whole thing. We walk in with that attitude and whatever. Um, and all of a sudden now we are that professional, or we are that. And therefore, that other stuff doesn't come in. It's not supposed to, and we don't often bleed it in there because it's not intended for public dissemination. I mean, it's funny. Angie will attest to this. If you know me, away from this screen. If you know me in private life, this isn't quite all that you get. I am more reserved. I think still have sometimes a good sense of humor, twisted but good. But I'm not as out there. I'm not wanting attention. I'm not. You'll see me fade into the back. I mean, I'm in the kitchen. I'd rather be in the kitchen cooking, so therefore everybody else is out mingling because I'm comfortable there because I'm behind the scenes, and that's just who I am. And yet, when I get on here, I put on the uniform. I'm here to work with you. And so I come on with that intention, and that's the persona, that's the uniform that I put on. Now, I'm not lying to you because, again, that's my job, that's anticipated. If I'm to communicate with you properly, we have to have an open dialogue where you're comfortable with me. But the reality is that once I take off, once this camera goes off, a very different me is the private me. And that private me is somebody who doesn't want attention, who doesn't need to have people praise me and pat me on the back and pay attention to me. I'd rather be listening and standing in the back watching. And even my spouse is sometimes like, why are you so antisocial? I'm like, nope, I just like being.
And you know what? A lot of times, if I'm in a bad mood, coming on here helps me. Like the energy, it raises the vibration of just being around people who are receptive or who are in need or who want the information that we have to help them to better their lives. And so, a lot of times, once you put on your uniform, whatever it is, you get out of that whatever that is weighing you down, whatever is holding you back or keeping you from moving forward. That is one of the things that will take you away. Like a lot of times, there'll be teachers who just have a horrible life at home and then they'll come to school and the children just bring them joy. Or, somebody that's a nurse or a doctor or something, just work brings them joy versus, whatever they're going through. And another thing I want to say for Miss Auntie April is instead of thinking of the loss of your grandmother, celebrate the things that she would do. Like I say all the time, my grandmother's birthday is Sunday. When is the 7th? Saturday or Sunday?
Oh, now you give me the line.
The
I don't know.
Well, whatever day the 7th is, that's my grandmother's birthday. So every year on her birthday, I go and I celebrate her birthday. Like I'm going to go and get nothing but cakes. I'm going to get a strawberry cake because that was one of the cakes that I remember she used to cook. I'm going to have some of the favorite foods that she has. I'm going to probably watch some of the things that she used to watch on TV. Like she was a big game show person, just things that help me to remember and to make me smile and to make me happy about her. So don't remember her in your loss. Remember her in the joy of it. And then that way it'll help you to get over the depression and it'll take you from that sadness of my loss to the joy of my experiencing her and her life. Mm-hmm. Because she doesn't want to see you missing her because she's not gone. Again, we always say energy doesn't is never created or destroyed. It just changes form. So you can't see her physically, but she's always there. She's always trying to get to you. She's always trying to communicate with you. It's just, are you open to receive it? We talk about spirits and we believe about, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, but we never want to get to that spiritual side and experience those spirits that are coming to talk to us. So if you really truly want to experience her, put her picture up, celebrate her day, celebrate her in some kind of way. Give tribute to her. I've always said if I ever opened a shelter or a center, I would give tribute to my grandmother's name in some kind of way. And so give tribute to your grandmother in some kind of way and celebrate her life instead of kind of sinking into the depression of your loss.
Yeah, because she would not want that for you either. She would not want you depressed and mourning, because there is time for that. But I'm certain she would want something different for you at this point.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was just a suggestion that I have for you. And then Miss Julie said that your spouse is extremely social, so you balance each other out. That's why you're such a background person and he's such a foreground person.
That is so true.
Both of you can't be a star, Don. Only one star.
Exactly. That is so true. That is so true. And I have no problems giving letting that happen.
Exactly. So it's a very nice balance. There has to be a yin and a yang, and there it is. I love it. All right. Well, Don, you pick next. Whoever you want. I'm ready. Oh, Keena's in here. Hey, Miss Keena.
Hey, Keena. Hey, Keena. And hey, I saw Pamela Well, Happy New Year, Pamela. Good to see you in. Jeanette, nice to see you, Jeanette, too, and Happy New Year
Oh,
to you.
Jan, yeah,
Janet, I
Jan,
mean,
oh
sorry, Janet. Love me some Janet. Love me some Janet. So,
and Arkeisha said hi a couple times. So Arkeisha, just in case you didn't hear Don the first time, we're saying hi to
oh,
you
absolutely.
again.
Absolutely. Arkeisha. Arkeisha's probably freezing, too, because she's in Michigan, isn't she?
Yeah,
I'm almost,
she
yeah.
is.
So I'm,
Yeah. And my friend, she's in Detroit. My friend, we're in the Dearborn area. She said it was snow flurries around about 5 o'clock her
oh,
time. So
Lord. Hey, Pam Franks, Happy New Year to you as well at 52 degrees. I forgot to mention that earlier. Alicia Black. Let's give Alicia Black a reading. Alicia, are you still here? Now, don't
all
tell me
right,
you ran
Alicia
away.
is like, y'all always out there giving out them men. I want y'all to give me a man. So Alicia, where you at?
You better still be here, young
Are you
lady.
still here, Alicia?
If not, we're gonna bombard you. We're gonna bombard you with stuff. Oh
Exactly.
my
So let's see.
God. If anybody don't know, Alicia is part of our Tuesday night crew as well, but she hasn't been in a while, but she is definitely a sweetheart and we adore her. So we're not picking, we're picking in a fun way.
Exactly, because we miss you. So
We
I
do.
told her we're reading her. I just texted her. So oh, she says she here. All right, so let me see what I get for Alicia. I get less work and more play. Like I feel like you'll be going on a lot more fun adventures. Like they show me you like at like a carnival or some kind of festival or some kind of event in the summertime. This is definitely the sun is shining and you're there with the male. They're not showing me the male, but you're sharing like a corn dog or some kind of food that you're eating at a fair. So if it's a corn dog, I figured it was a fair or some
I'm
kind of
glad
thing
you're
like
very
that.
specific because when you said that at first, I'm like, horn dog.
Corn dog.
I'm like, what?
Listen, she may want a horn dog. Listen, I'm not even mad at that either. Horn dog, whatever floats your boat, a baby leg, whatever you need, Alicia. But I do see like a meal coming your way, and I do see you having a good time. They're specific that it's a male, but they won't show me who he is. And you two are enjoying the summer, and they're saying less work, more play. So once you get past this hard part that you're doing in your job, you'll get to kind of smooth sailing along, and then you'll have a very good summer where you're off visiting. And I don't they're like showing you kind of disconnecting and allowing your daughter to grow a little bit on her own, and then you get to go out and just do whatever you want to do and travel a little bit. So I do see you traveling a little bit because I see an airplane and I see a suitcase. So I do feel like you'll be traveling a little bit to different places, not like just back home, but to different places. And I do see a male as your traveling partner or as someone you're going to events with. It's a new person. I did hear that they said new love, new love, new love, and I got the little heart shape. So I do get that, and I do get kind of like that dreamy-eyed newness that you get, and that excitement and that giddiness that comes with it. And they said, don't worry, your bonus is still coming or your raise is still coming as promised, even if it seems like things are not going as smoothly as you wanted them to go in your new position. They said your bonus or your raise is still coming. And I see like it seems like it'll be like before March or right in that March to June area, but your bonus or raise or whatever it is that seem to be still coming. So all things look good for you for that first and second quarter of the year. So that's what I got for you, Miss Alicia.
All right, Alicia. Yeah, it's good to see you on, Alicia. It's been a while. We miss your laugh and your sense of humor. Let's see what we get for Alicia. And tell Lewis we said hello too. We haven't seen him in a while.
Oh my gosh, work has been kicking Lewis's tail, but I miss both of them in there.
I know.
In class. The Wonder Twins, as they call themselves.
Exactly.
And he's the much older brother. She likes to say that too. He's my much older brother.
Lord. Queen of Cups. Alicia, this is going to be a good year for you. A very positive year.
Listen,
and it's interesting
isn't
because
that good, Queen of
Judgment
Cups?
card too, because the Judgment card said you've earned it. You've earned it. You've been working a long time. You did the work in the trenches that has now afforded you the time for universe to say, you know what, we're gonna award you for that. So again, it's not as though you haven't earned it. So when you get these things, make sure you don't even question it. You say, you know what, you're damn right. I worked hard to get this. I put in the stuff, and I love it because you were patient. You were patient as patient as you can be, and also this new opportunity, the opportunity you're in now is bringing balance to you. You're finding balance that you haven't had in a while, which I love, because that Temperance card is also.
Don, are those new cards?
No, these are Jesus, which one are these?
That last card looked a little bit like Wonder Woman. I'm like, who is that? Was that the High Priestess or the High?
That's Temperance. I have to call.
Oh, Temperance. Oh my gosh, it looked a little bit like like Wonder Woman. I was like, okay.
Yeah, this is the gosh, I can't. I'll think of it when I.
Okay. Hey, Affirm.
Anyway, and look at this. I love this because again, it's brought in a new change. This is that change card. Don't be afraid of it. This is not death. This is the change. And again, that change is because everything has changed for you. I mean, really, this opportunity is going to it's going to feed your soul. It's going to be very good for you, emotionally and happy. Again, you've earned it. And then you've been patient, and now you find the balance. And as you find the balance, of course, that's the change we talked about. So again, this change it's what's made all this happen. So by taking this opportunity, and guess what, Alicia, you are a prime example of what I was saying earlier. You were prepared. You had all your ducks in a row. You had everything in a row, and the opportunity arose. And you were able to snatch it up. They came looking for you because they knew you could do it, because you were prepared. And then they said, you know what? We have this opportunity. You have those skills. I want you. I don't want anybody else. You are prepared. She is.
And she didn't second guess or him and haw about it. She was like, you know what? I can't pass it up. And she did.
Exactly. Spirit talked to her and she listened.
Oh, and that's funny. I'm shuffling and the Judgment card came right out. That's the same card that you got, Don. So, hey, you earned it. Like Don said, this is your calling. Yep. You're being called. You're being rewarded. You're getting what you deserve. I like it. That's that trumpet calling you forward. I like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. So there you go. I mean, I can't tell you enough. This year is good. This year is going to be a great year for you. It's going to be the first in a while that you've really, as you get into the year, you're going to think, okay, where are the speed bumps? Well, something always happens. You'll be looking like, wait a minute, every time they pull that rug. And you know what? This is not the rug year. This is the year of stability. And I love it. I love
it. And then Miss Julie posted the song Change Will Do You Good by Sheryl Crow.
Yes.
And I like that song. That was one of the songs that she gave me yesterday in one of my readings in class. Was Change Will Do You Good. And I actually already like that song. So I wasn't minded. Listen, I'm not a person that doesn't like change. You send me a tower, I'm like, yes, that means it's all over, said and done, and we about to move on. And it's suddenly, I ain't got to wait. With Temperance, it's coming, but it's taking slowly. Go ahead and throw me a tower card anytime. Uproar, upheaval, whatever, fast. That means it's like snatching a Band-Aid off. It's quick and fast and it's done. So I always love a tower. I don't even mind it at all. All right, well, who's next? Let's see. This one person has been asking over and over. And I don't know, I don't know where they went. Nova. Is Nova still here? She asked for a general. Nova V.
Nova, are you still here? Let me find Nova. How far back was she?
She's not that far. She's right. Okay, well, maybe.
Nova. Like the car, Chevy Nova.
I thought Supernova.
Could be Casanova.
Oh, she just posted again. She said yes, that she's still here, but she just asked for a general.
All right, super.
All right. They're showing me like I feel like you're a younger person or you're growing into your mature self, because they're showing me an egg cracking up, but you're coming out of the egg not as like a baby chick, you're coming out as a full-grown adult. And so I just feel like maybe you've had a hard time transitioning into being like getting into your adult status. And they're showing me like that egg is cracking open and you're a full grown adult when you come out. So you're ready to take that next step and start that new chapter in your life. I don't know if you're going into a significant age, like you're going into your 30s from your 20s or something like that, but you seem to be ready for that mature life or that next step. Like they're showing me oh, you're 29. Okay, yep. And that's what they were showing. You're ready to go to that next step. And they're showing me like, you're ready to do things like purchase a house and purchase a car, because they're actually showing me a house with a 2-car garage and a fence around it. So I forgot what state that she said she was in, but it reminds me a lot of Michigan or that Midwest, how they have those fencing, the fencing around the house, the metal fencing around the house, and then the 2-car garage or a 2-car carport. So I do see a house if that's what you're looking for. I do feel like it'll come. It just says be a little bit more patient and a little bit more disciplined, and you'll be ready to purchase your house and to look into first-time home buyer programs. But I do see a home for you coming up as something that you've set a goal. Like I feel like you put a star by it, or there's a goal that you want to reach for this year. And so a home does seem like a home purchase or moving into a new home does seem like something you want to do. And then they showed me the world card with you transitioning. So the world card is travel, and it's also transitioning from one thing to another. So I feel like you're transitioning from your 20s and maybe that kind of younger energy to that more mature to your 30s. And so I feel like that's where you're going. That's what that transition is. You're ready for it. You seem to have the mental capacity to look forward. You're ready to be professional or to get a professional job that'll give you more status and more income. And I feel like you're ready. You either just graduated or you're about to graduate from something and you're ready to get into your professional career. I see you like holding one of those, not a briefcase, but kind of like a folder, one of those leather bound folders where you're going to a meeting or you're doing something and you're kind of dressed up in more like a suit or something like that. And so I think you're ready to enter your professional life. There's opportunities that will be presented to you shortly. Have your resume ready, have your references ready, because I feel like whatever job you're going to have is going to ask for references. So have some really good, solid references, maybe a manager that you used to have, or a good or some good people in your personal life that will that are very good professionally, and to be ready for the transition. You're transitioning from, like, it seems like that immature 20s to your mature 30s, and you're ready for it. I don't really see love and romance or anything. um yeah, I don't see anything about that, but I do see like the house, the car, and the professional status and the career. So all those things are good for you. And I think like by June, you'll see like a totally different you. Like by June, you'll look back and be like, wow, I've already accomplished everything. And they want you to do a gratitude journal or just a journal that shows everything you've accomplished. One of the things I saw online the other day, they said, write a letter to yourself that you'll open on January 1st, 2025. And in that letter, do it in the present tense or the past tense, like, oh, I'm so grateful that I was able to do this, and it's all the things that you wanted to accomplish. So to me, it was like another way to do a vision board. So, oh, I'm so grateful that I was able to buy my house. I'm so grateful that I was able to, or that I got a new car. So it's all the things that you want to accomplish for 2024, but you're already giving gratitude for it on January 1st of 2025 because you've already accomplished them. And they said, watch all those things unfold. It's like you writing a story to yourself and watching all those things unfold over the year. And so on January 1st, 2025, when you open it, you'll see all the things you accomplished that you set out for in 2024. They happen, and you can see that as something to do. So they're saying definitely have a gratitude journal so you can see, because a lot of times we don't understand the things that we've accomplished, and you'll be like, I don't think I've done anything. And then when you look at it on paper, you're like, oh, I have done a lot this year. And so they want you to write down all the things that you received, even if it's little things. Like I had a friend that didn't want to go to her graduation because she was only gets her associate's degree. I said, we celebrate all degrees here. Every time you can walk across the stage and be celebrated, take that opportunity, whether it's your associate's degree, your bachelor's degree, or whatever. And shortly after that, you know that she passed, and she ended up going to her associate's degree graduation, but she ended up getting into a car accident and passing after that. And I was so happy that she actually went to that graduation, because she wouldn't have made it to her bachelor celebration. So I'm so happy that she celebrated. So what they're saying is take an opportunity to celebrate everything that you have. So that's what I got for you, Miss Nova.
Supernova. Well, I was hearing, I don't know. I just hearing that stay put. I'm hearing stay put. You have still some work to do to prepare yourself for the next step. And I think taking if you move now, I'm not talking house or apartment. I'm talking city. If you make a jump to change locations, as in living places, as in cities or states, I'm being told that's not where you should be putting your energy right now. I think there's still some other things you have to get into place first. I think once that happens, and again, what I'm getting is once that happens, it's going to fall into place. But but until that happens, until that happens, I would strongly suggest that you, uh, again, take the time to put things in place, know where you're, first of all, know where you're headed, know what steps are necessary, and then start those steps. Because again, I'm being told to stay put for right now. So, and again, I'm not saying stay put in the same apartment, but I am saying stay put in the same city or state, because I'm getting the feeling like a move right now is not beneficial to you. There's too much there. You want too much right now, and you need the support network you have. You need the environment that you're knowing and comfortable with. And if you change that and everything else, it does lead to a more negative outcome. That's what I'm getting. So I wish you well. I hope things work out. Absolutely.
Yes, and that's the transition. Like I feel like you said, there's a little bit more she needs to learn. I feel like that's that transitioning from those 20s to that maturity of her 30s,
Yep.
and she's on her way to doing it. She said UPS, and I felt like they're saying UPS is a little bit you. If you're going to be doing the administrative side of it, yes, then you're ready for that, because I see you in a more professional capacity, or a more business like going to meetings type capacity. And I don't know what you're doing at UPS, but I do see you more of a behind this, like more of an administrative capacity or something like that. So wherever you're going, it's going to be a step up from whatever you're doing now. And it does seem to be um, um, something that you've been desiring, something that you wanted, like you want to make more money, and this is a way for you to get the money that you want and not to work so hard. Like they're saying, it won't be so much back-breaking work or so much labor intensive, as it will be more of a mental, or a using your logic and analytical skills to do your job every day. So good luck with that, and I hope everything works out for you. And come back and let us know how things work for you. She has such a baby face on that picture that I'm seeing. I don't know if that's her child or what, but she looks so young on that picture.
Angie, this is the deck. This is the name of the deck.
Oh, that's what it
Yeah,
is. Okay, Tarot of
that's this
Dreams.
deck that you're
Okay.
talking about with these
Oh, I
very
love
unique images. Yeah,
that.
this is this deck. I was like, I couldn't think of it. And then which
Mm.
deck are you using?
I'm still using the Radiant Wise Spirit.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I still
this one.
haven't gotten that one uploaded yet to post that. And I think anybody, if you want to, this is where you can find these decks if you want to go to purchase them. That's one of the links on there. Yeah, I still need to get one up, because I remember, was it that you that showed me this one, the Clarity deck, or was that
Oh no, but I like that one
somebody
too.
just got this one recently and told us about it and used it? And
Was it in class? It seems like somebody might have had it in class. I
I'm
like
not
that.
sure, but it is a really cool deck, a really cool deck. And
Oh
for some reason I thought
wow.
it was you, but absolutely. Also, folks, we talked about
I
Palo.
need some clarity. I need to get that down.
I tell you, we talked about Palo Santo for the new year. If you cannot find it locally, you can find it on Amazon. This is where you can find it. I think this is $4 or something. I mean, it's not that expensive, which
Oh,
is nice. And then there's also White Sage. If you can't find it locally, you can order it on Amazon. Again, just follow these codes and you can find what you're looking
and I
for.
have ordered it, but right after I ordered it, you sent me the link saying that it was linked to you, and I had already ordered it. But it's almost time for me to get some more, so I definitely will order it from
Exactly.
you.
And
And
then
I did order that incense kit. I did
I
order
love
that
this one.
too,
This is
and I
Dragon
love it.
Bloods and Frankincense. I burn them
Yeah,
together all the time, and I just love that scent.
yeah,
For me, that gives
yeah.
me that zen. It gives me that peace. So, yeah, yeah. And earlier I was doing the Tibetan bells. That's the chiming I was doing. this is where this is where you get them, and they're very inexpensive. I think they're maybe $20 or $15.
Oh my gosh, Don, I'm so glad you said that because I've been listening to the people doing the predictions
Mhm.
for like 2024, different readers and channeling, and they're saying that a lot of sound vibrations are going to be what is going to be very popular, or going to be very is going to be like really what is going to be used to raise people vibrations, like sound music or sound vibrations are really going to be something very popular or something very useful for 2024. So if you don't have them, or you don't have something, that would be a very good thing to get, was that would be those Tibetan
Absolutely.
um
And they sound wonderful, and they raise the vibration. They are so wonderful. And if you want to get connected to spirit, you have to raise your vibration level, because spirit is at a higher vibration level than we are. And when we come in from work or whatever, or, we're just down here, that level will bring you, that tune will bring you up. And when you do it right here in front of you, I'm telling you, your heart feels it. We were doing readings at a psychic fair not so long ago, and a lady was getting a reading from somebody else, and I rang those bells. And when she was done, she came over and said, I don't know what you did, but as soon as you did that, I felt it over there. She said, where can I get that? What is that? Where can I get that? And she bought them, and then she stayed in touch, and she let me know she uses them. And it's in the morning, it's like, boom, it makes her pop, and it's wonderful. It's nice.
And you know what? A lot of times before we get ready to go live, I'll put music on while I'm like getting myself ready, setting up my computer or doing my hair or whatever. I'll put on music and it instantly raises my vibration. I love music. I love sound. It is definitely something that raises your vibration versus like listening to the news or something like that. But I do truly love it. And you know what? I've listened to the news a lot less, and it really does make your day different. You're not so
Oh, yeah.
worried about all the things. Like I'll check in every now and then and see what's going on,
Yeah.
but it's so heavy with the war right now and the election and stuff like that, and I just really don't want to tune into that. So I've really been just kind of staying low from the news, but finding other sources to raise the vibration. And that was another thing that we're saying, like instead of concentrating on the negativity and the violence of the war, concentrate on sending the victims love, and that'll help raise the vibration. They said you don't know how much power you have as an individual just by sending out love. Like you may be worried and you may be distraught about all the devastation and things that's going on, but they said send the victims love, bathe them in love, imagine yourself comforting them, the victims of that are going through this, and then that'll raise the vibration, and that'll help to resolve this situation, versus you thinking negativity and hoping that there's a demise to those people. You can think of loving ways to raise a vibration and give peace to the people who are being victims, and help to increase the energy just universally.
Exactly. We're going to give Pam a reading. We haven't seen Pam in a while. We haven't done a reading. So let's give
All
Pam
right, Miss
Pam Franks.
Pam.
This is you for you.
All right, I'm gonna do the cards for Miss Pam.
Absolutely. And what's interesting also, folks, if you love comedies, if you love just funny comedians, put them on. Humor and laughter raises your level too. I mean, again, it just raises you up. It's amazing. Put Robin Williams on, you'll be rolling the alley. Put Whoopi Goldberg.
Listen, Frasier. I still watch Frasier, the old Frasier, Don, and that will give me a laugh in a minute. The old Frasier, I love to watch Frasier, and it is good for me.
Absolutely. Someone else has good vibration right now. He's
oh my gosh, he is so loud, and they're playing his. And listen, he's been quiet all day since he got home from school. As soon as I plug the computer up here, he comes. Ah!
I used to watch a lady on YouTube, and she would come live sometimes. And when she was live, her grandkids were running around the house screaming and yelling. And people are like, "Are your grandkids okay? Are you abusing them? Are they dying? What?" And she's like, "No, they're kids. They're having fun." She's like, people would hear it, and they're like, "Oh my God!" And she's like, "They're kids. They're having fun. They're my grandkids." So I remember it well. Unfortunately, she's not on YouTube anymore. And I'm like, and I used to love her because every time she did readings, it was like she was reading for me. And I know that's silly, but it was like perfect, Jojo says, sounds like her house. I can imagine.
Hey, Jojo. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year.
Yes, we love you, Jojo. We haven't seen you in a while. It's good to hear you or see you here. So what you got for Pam there, Angie?
I immediately got the Hierophant and I got learning, but they're saying you're learning patience, Pam. Like this situation is requiring you to have a lot more patience than you wanted to, and you're learning patience in this situation. And they're saying, don't don't be frustrated with how long the process is taking. It's necessary for you to have this and to gain this patience. So that was the very first thing I got was the Hierophant and you learning patience. And then they're making me look at the keys that are at the bottom of this page, and that is going to be the key to your success that is coming up, because I think you're going to have some difficult situations, or maybe not even difficult, but some maybe escalated or complicated projects that you're going to be working on at work, and you're going to be able to need a little bit more patience, as you may have to explain things to people multiple times, or maybe you're pioneering a project and you have to explain this or present it over and over and over again, and they want you to have patience. So that's one of the things they're showing me is patience. And you know what, this card came up, this Five of Swords came up, and then I put it back in there and it just popped out again. So there's something about the Five of Swords, but let me see what they're giving me on it. And they're saying it's not your defeat that is coming up. They're saying it's the strategy to win. It's you using your strategy to win or to outsmart whoever it is. Like, do you have somebody that's a little bit antagonistic at work, or somebody in your life that's a little bit antagonistic? Oh, it feels like it may be a personal relationship, not a work relationship, and you're using your wit to outsmart them. You're not getting into a battle with them. You're using your wit to outsmart them. And they're saying, just continue to use your logic to outsmart them, or to over battle them, is what they're saying. Like, you're not getting into a physical battle, or I don't know, like a argument with them. You're outsmarting them without having to get into that battle with them, and it's going to work in your favor, whoever this antagonistic person is. And then what came up again was Temperance card. Again, just be patient in both situations, and everything will work out in your favor. They're saying you are healing well, and everything will be fine, and you're ready to walk and dance. And then this right here is the page of swords. I'm like, why can't I think of that? And this right here is clarity. I've always heard that this is clarity. This is the truth coming to you. This is the information that you need in order to move forward. So I like this. This is a new thought, new information, clarity coming to you. This is somebody bringing you the information, or you receiving the information, or you seeking the information that you need to give you clarity. But I feel like it's also related to this right here. It's like you getting the information you need to be like, okay, I know how to deal with this situation without bumping heads. I know how to outwit you or outsmart you, and this will end up being better for me. I just have to be patient in this situation, and in the long run, it'll work out in my favor. So that's what I got for Miss Pam.
Let's see what I can find for Pam. Hey, Barb Ross, nice to see you in. Hey, Sherry Berry, nice to see you in. Happy New Year to you both. Pam, we got the 8 of coins. 8 of coins, Pam. Continue to learn and grow. Take information in and use it. Make sure that you are constantly open to learning new things and learning more. And apparently there's a reason for that. The Justice card's here because, again, there's something coming along that you need to have more information on and be ready for. So be prepared. Constantly have information flowing your way. And so when time comes, you will be ready. And when you be ready, you'll get recognition for it. I love this. And you can do it. You are the magician. You are the magician this year. Again, this is a great card to have for like a yearly reading, because the magician card's like, you can make things happen. So if you make things happen and you put the work in, the Justice card says it's going to come back to you tenfold. And most importantly, do the work itself in advance. As you do the work, again, you're going to get it paid off, okay? But you have to do it. You are the master manifestor. No one else is going to do it, and you can't depend on somebody else's, even for their information, because it's just not there. The Page of Swords says, you know what? You may even find a change of thinking. Something may change in your mind, the way you think of things, because...
Oh, we both got that, Don.
Absolutely.
The Page of Swords.
And then I love this because there's a Palace of Coins. We're talking cha-ching. So again, it leads to more money. So again, that recognition I talked about will eventually lead you to some cashola. So there you go. That's what I'm getting for you, Pam. Good year for you.
I like it, Don.
Yeah.
Sherry Berry says smile, Don, and she says she loves those cards.
Smile? I don't know what smiling is. If you see my Facebook page,
Tortoise love. Curtis Love said he heard my son's girl laughing so loud in the background the first time, and he said he just cracked up because it was perfect timing as I was reading something, and it was like I was saying, "Oh, you're not gonna get the car in the house," and then you heard him screaming in the background. So it was like the person I was reading was screaming at what I was saying. He's so loud. He is just so loud.
You're welcome.
Okay,
You're welcome,
done.
Pam. Who next?
You're welcome.
Angie, you pick. You pick.
Let's see. There's some person, Mina Petkoff,
Okay.
and she asked for a reading, and I'm assuming that it's general because she didn't say. And she said gratitude all day. Oh my goodness. Listen, learning to be grateful, learning to speak gratefulness every single morning. All right, Miss Mina, I hope you are still here. Let us know if you're still here. Let me see.
Oh, Angie, did you and everybody else, did you see, again, I'm not bringing politics into this. I just thought it was funny. Fox News decided to bring a tarot reader. Her name was Paula Roberty, a British tarot reader, in to read tarot cards for both the Orange Menace and President Biden. And when they pulled the card for the Orange Menace, and you can all figure out who I mean by that. I don't use his name. When they pulled the card for him, they pulled the 5 of Cups. And she tried to, floss it over, but 5 of Cups and loss and so forth, and dwelling on loss, looking at the spilt cups versus the filled cups. I was like, holy shit. And then they pulled the Biden card, 9 of Pentacles. Then she tried to say, well, this means this and this. It's like, oh no, you can't even spin that. Those 2 cards, oh yeah.
Listen, as readers, we know what that means, honey.
Hell
we know
yeah.
exactly what that means. Wish fulfillment. Listen.
Yes.
I love independent wealth. I love it. I love it. I love it. Accomplishments. Like 9s, I like that. That's personal.
Oh yeah.
That's that, personal. I love it. Oh,
yes,
like
yes. So you have to check it. You have to check out I don't want to give him any extra hits or something, but at the same time, I had to watch it and I'm like, snap. And even people now on TikTok have picked it up and they're slamming her because she tried tweaking it, making it not look so. And they're like, oh no, you have read 9 wrong.
We know what that means.
Yeah, they're like, no, 9 is good and 9 for Biden. It's like, okay. And it's like, and for the 5, oh no. That's you can't spin that.
Oh my gosh, loss and defeat, and looking at what you like, and he'll never let it go. He'll bring it up 20 years later. He's still talking about the election and how it was supposedly taken.
Exactly. Anyway, so I wanted to get that in there because I saw it and I was like,
oh my gosh, lots of people listen. Don, it's taking over. Like everybody's raising to that next level because they want a higher level of thinking and they want something that's a little bit more personal or that allows them to have that one-on-one relationship with their higher power. And I just love it. I love that we're able to be there to usher it in or to, kind of help people along that path.
I think what happened is during COVID especially, but even coming out of it, people realized that organized religion, a lot of people turned to it, to organized religion and then realized, damn, this is nothing but a business. And you can be spiritual, and religious, but not necessarily have to be tied to an organized religion. And so people now thought, I'm thinking differently. I'm thinking more freely. And, and again, religion is a construct. Organized religion is a construct. And people are like, you know what? That doesn't fit for me. That doesn't work. And I think that has led to more people looking to tarot readers and to tarot cards and to all these other things, as well as other different things like Buddhism and all these other.
And if it's truly, if you're true in it and there's no judgment in it, it's just, it is what it is. Like the cards say what they say, you don't really get, a lot of, like with religion, it's kind of like, it always felt like an agenda.
Yes.
We have to stick to this doctor. We have to stick to however this is presented in that way. And this feels a lot more free. Yeah. Like, who am I to tell you that your higher power isn't telling you this versus that? So it's a lot more personal. It's a lot more individualized to you and allows you to have that communication or teaches you to empower yourself, and then that raises the vibration because you're not so rigid. I always tell people that I was a very judgy Christian. Mm-hmm. Very judgy. And so I'm just happy to be out of it.
Well, and it's interesting too, because Christianity until 140 AD, Christianity believed in and was a doctrine of reincarnation. And in 140 AD, the church said, wait a minute, we don't have power over our parishioners because they believe they'll reincarnate and come back and they can fix it. That's not a problem. And we need power over them. So they changed doctrine to take that away so the priests and the preachers and everybody else could have more control. With fire and damnation, you're going to go to hell, you're going to go to purgatory, instead of the reincarnation of like, oh, I'll fix it next time, I'll fix it next time. And so it's amazing how, again, religion changed. In fourth century, when Constantine had the convention which put together the Bible, they had all these different books, and he got rid of all these books that had women in empowering positions, and and he threw those out, and the church went with all these very machismo, very misogynistic books that focused on men and men in power. And so that came along, and then in 1945 or 54, I forget which it is, when they rewrote the King James version of the Bible, they took some of the words and they tweaked them to be whatever they wanted, where homosexuality was never in the Bible until 1945 or 54, whichever it was, when the King James version was done. Oh yeah, they changed a word that had nothing to do with homosexuality and put it to be homosexual, because they were chasing over a political viewpoint, and they're trying to chase it down. These things, again, they're doctrine that used as a weapon. And so Angie, when you said that, you are right on point in so many ways, because again, organized religion figures out, how can we keep the masses focused on us, keep that money flowing in. Look at these big preachers these days, $1 million houses, $1 million paychecks. They're preachers. They're freaking preachers. How in the hell can you tell me that you deserve that? You're a man of God, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Don, I listened to this video today of this guy preaching, and he went off on his whole congregation. He went out into the congregation because this guy fell asleep while he was preaching.
Oh.
He said, I'm somebody. You don't fall asleep while I'm in there. You need to wake up and sit up and pay attention to me. And then he said, and look at you right here. You two want me to marry you. You the sorriest bunch of members I ever seen. You don't ever come to church, and then you want me to marry you. I'm not marrying you. Like, he went on a rant for like 5 or 10 minutes and going off. And he was like, and you in the sound booth. And mom, don't you get mad because I'm telling your son something. I am his ruler. I am his pastor. I'm telling him what to do. And you got all them kids in there. And I thought, well, if the kids are at church in the media room, isn't that a good thing that they're in the church? Why are you mad that they're in there? This is not a team meeting room. You don't need to be in there. You need to be doing, and it's good that you at least kept a camera on me. Can you keep the camera on me this time and keep the sound? Like he was, I reshared the video. It's on my page, but he was going off, and I thought, well, if the kids are in the media room, isn't that a good thing? They're in the building.
Sounds like he was triggered.
He was having a bad day.
He was triggered.
I was like, whoa, holy moly.
Oh.
Okay, Miss Mina, you did say you were here. And so first, when I tried to get you psychically, they showed me somebody so they're living in a house, and it's like a log cabin, and they're pulling apart the logs to use as firewood. And they said, don't burn down the house as your resource. So I guess, and I was trying to figure out what they were trying to say with that, where you pulling apart your house or your resources in order to use them for fuel or for fire. But they're saying, like, I guess you're going for the wrong, you're burning down your house to keep warm instead of going out and finding the resources that you need in order to sustain you without tearing down your house. Like, you're tearing down your shelter or your protection in an effort to keep yourself or to satisfy yourself with something, because it's temporary. This house that you had would have been a permanent shelter for you, and you're tearing down the house and burning it temporarily, and they're saying don't burn down your house. That was the first thing I got. So then I was like, well, I don't really understand it, so let me pull some cards, and I got a victory card for you. So the 6 of Wands comes after the 5 of Wands. So I feel like you've had some rough patches or some rough times, and there's been some chaos and conflict in your life, and it may have been from some kind of relationship, because I got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and this right here, they're saying control. You're learning to control your emotions, and that may be why you are burning down your house. Like, you're having an emotional reaction, and in an emotional reaction, you're destroying your own livelihood or your own things because you're mad at a situation. They're saying control your emotions. You're getting more in control of your emotions because the Queen of Cups is really nurturing. She's really focused on loving and just being aware of her emotions and things like that. But then I got the this Two of Cups, which is a partnership, but I feel like that's the source of your emotional situation or the source of whatever is making you kind of pop off or take you to that level to have you destroy things. And then I got the High Priestess, which is seeing behind the veil, like you know the better thing to do, but when you are set off to the point where you explode, you just kind of react. And they want you to be a little bit more control and have that victory versus that conflict and that fire that you're having in this situation that you're having. So that's what I got. It was a little chaotic, your energy for me. So that's what I got for her.
I was trying to I don't know. I was getting some yeah, I was just getting some crazy I get the feeling like I don't know. I get the feeling like there's a conflict that she is facing right now, and again, it's internal. It's not external so much. Um, you know what you got to do, and you know what you want to do, and they are not lined up. And so the question is which one? And my question comes back to you. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep. And so my question comes back to you is why does it have to be either or? Two things can be true at the same time. So the question is that I would suggest to you what Spirit's telling me, okay? And they're saying to suggest to you to find a way to make them work in unison, because again, I don't think they have to be mutually exclusive. I think that your wants and your needs can come to an understanding and serve you very well, but you have to be ready to tweak both so that your wants and needs can align together. Again, you can't have everything, but you can have quite a bit. And if you give yourself that opportunity to jettison some things and say, you know what, it was not meant on this moment for this, but I can take this down the road. You can always bring that back into your life when you get beyond this transitional period. But again, it is definitely an internal situation going on, and you're in the driver's seat. You just have to figure out, okay, it's not an all or nothing proposition. And for you right now, you're thinking, I can only have X or I can only have Y. And I'm saying, no, it's not an only or. It is a we can do this together. I can figure out a way to make these two work. So
I feel like that's that control, Don. She
yep.
needs to
Yeah, and she doesn't
control
like
the
change.
narrative.
She doesn't like change. And that's that Queen of Cups that says, if you look at her, she's sitting on water. And she's like, okay, you need to adjust the change. You need to be reticent to take that change and work with it. So keep that in mind. That's that Queen of Cups is very much that change, the change agent. Okay.
And then that's that decision. That twos are that decision. I feel like that's a decision to decide how you're going to deal with whatever this situation. It really does seem to be very emotional because that's the cups that she's dealing with, and it's just you deciding to see it a different way or to approach it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that's where she is with it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So again, try to find a happy compromise within yourself, and it will work out. And eventually, you can then modify it over time to one or the other. But again, I believe they don't have to be mutually exclusive. I believe they can work.
Her energy is very tight. Like it feels like you have to pull it apart to get into her energy. It feels very tight. And I feel like that's just her being very controlled or being very rigid in this situation. And not necessarily rigid in a bad way, but rigid in a this is how I maintain my peace. This is how I maintain my control. But you also need to just see it from a different perspective. Like, how can I approach this a different way if it's not working out for me currently? Like just seeing it as, okay, well, let me do it this way versus that way. Like when I used to have a meeting again with my one coworker who was very difficult to say the least. I would wake up in the morning and I would say, today's going to be a great day. This meeting with such and such is going to go wonderful. All the information I need, I'm going to receive. He's going to be, a pleasant person. I'm going to be a cooperative person. And the meeting would turn out a lot different once I started to approach it that way versus waking up in the morning and being like, oh my God, Lord, please help me. How am I going to deal with this person? Let me get my coffee and let me get ready, and being ready to fire off, versus being ready to receive what I needed. And so it was just a different approach and seeing it from a different perspective. Same person, same situation, still had to deal with this person, but I took it from a different perspective. And it literally did change the energy when we went into the meeting. Like at the end of the meeting, I remember going, oh, wow.
Especially when you feel like there's never you won't be able to. And then when it happens, you're like, wow, okay, that's, it's like, sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes we're given a gift, and sometimes, the worst that we fear turns out to maybe not be so bad.
Yep. And it was just me being able to see it from a different way. And just like, I feel like I was able to control the outcome of the meeting by putting positivity on it versus feeding into the negative. Like they just said, feed into the positive part of it and then let the universe change it for you. When you're struggling with that negativity or you're struggling with wanting to change the other person, it's harder when if you just see it from a different perspective and allow the universe to work it in your favor, it'll work, because you got the victory card. So I do feel like it's going to work out in your favor. It's just you getting control of those emotions and dealing with these situations in a different way. And they're saying you know how to do it. It's just you're not at that place where you want to do it yet.
Before we move on, I do want to talk to Tortoise Love 1 second. Tortoise Love said, could I have a specific reading on a person I'm going to meet this weekend for the first time? How is it going to be between us? Tortoise, let that newness, that exploration, that excitement happen on its own. Don't try to shortcut it and figure out a way to make it, to get an insight on where it should be or where it's going. The most important thing about a new person or a new interest or a new situation is that fascination of newness, the unknown, the not knowing. The not knowing is the fun part, because you then have opportunity to explore. You have questions that you can ask and which lead to conversation, which lead to exploration, and which could lead to very, very, very tight connection. So I would suggest to you, us and everybody else, don't come to us asking that. Let that opportunity of exploration, which when done right, can bring people together. It can give them a common bond experience, because now you're experiencing it together through their eyes or through their words. And the same thing for you. Don't rob yourself of that opportunity. Don't do that to yourself. Give that an opportunity to be new, to be unknown, to be uncharted, to be fresh, to be exciting
and organic.
Absolutely.
I met someone and they asked what I was doing yesterday, because I said from 6 to 8 I have class, and they asked what the class was. And I usually don't tell people when I meet them about the psychic part of me, because I just don't want to have to deal with it, because they either want a reading and this is what they want to know. So how do you see us working out?
Yep.
I cannot stand those questions, because like I always tell people in relationships, or if it's somebody that I'm potentially dating, I never read their energy. I don't want to know what you're thinking about me. I don't want to know how it's going to work out. I want it to organically unfold, and I don't always want to be that person who goes into your mind or into your thoughts, into your energy, and see how things are going to go. I want it to unfold or organically, and I just don't want it to happen that way. And then what if, Tortoise Love, we tell you that, oh, this part that it's not going to work out? You're either going to cancel the date, or you're going to go into the date with a negative mindset, because we've set you up for something that was negative. Or what if we tell you it's going to be something great? Either way it goes, you're going to have a preconceived notion of what it is based on information that we gave you, where if you just go in and allow it to happen, it'll be more natural, and it'll be the way that it's supposed to be, without you kind of manipulating it, because you know information that they didn't know.
Yeah, and if you go in with an attitude of not knowing that you're going to have a certain outcome, then you may seem arrogant, or you come off a little bit whatever, which totally changes your dynamic, and therefore they don't like that, because the person they would have liked was the person who was fresh and new. So again, don't deprive yourself.
So this part there, okay. So Tortoise Love is saying it's not a date. We just said friends. Could I have a specific reading on a person I'm going to meet up with this weekend for the first time? How's it going to be? If I'm just meeting up with somebody for friends, I'm not trying to figure out what it's going to be. Maybe you like this person a little bit more than you want to admit, and you want to know if they're going to like you too. That's what you want to know. And you're saying, oh, we agree that it's friends, but you're hoping that it's going to be something else, because I get a little bit more desire on your side, and you're wanting to know if it's going to be reciprocated.
Yep. Don't shortcut it. Don't shortcut it, please.
Exactly. So just enjoy it and let it be what it is. But who's next? Who do we have next? Yeah, that was a yep. Yeah, you want to know if this person is going to reciprocate.
Hmm. I'm not.
Um. Oh, I don't know who that is.
How about Catherine Newkirk? Catherine, are you still here?
Okay. All right. I like that.
Yeah, there's something about that. There's something about her and that name.
I hope she is here, because I heard the day is coming, or the date is coming. Like, I feel like you're waiting on a judgment or an outcome, and they're saying the decision is coming. Like, they're showing me the judgment. I literally hear judgment. So I don't know if it's a court case or some kind of decision that you're waiting on, or some kind of results that you're waiting on. But I heard the day is coming, and it was in that deep, ominous voice, like the date is coming. So to let you know it's coming. You've been waiting on it. Whatever information that you're wanting for it to come is coming. And then it's being spoon fed to me, spoon fed, like you're being fed the information that you need. So I feel like you already know, or you've already received some kind of insight, and you're just waiting on the official announcement, because you already know what it's going to be. Because if you're being spoon fed, that means you're being provided the information that you need. So I think whatever the decision is, or whatever the outcome is that you're waiting on, is going to be good, and you already know that it is going to be that way, because you've received some inside information. Because they're showing me Martha Stewart and her insider trading thing. So you receive some insider information that is going to help you, or that you already know what the results are, and you just have to be patient and wait for the official announcement. Is how I got it for Catherine.
Catherine, for you, I get the feeling like you're still trying to get over somebody. You lost somebody this year, and they are wearing on you, and you're trying to put it in perspective. It was a younger person too, and I don't know who it was and how they related to you, but it seems like I don't. It's like I don't know, but again, you lost them, and you can't help. They often come back, and they fled back, and you've tried to put it in perspective and to celebrate the life, but it's very difficult still. Does that resonate with you? Is there somebody, again, I'm getting somebody passed earlier this year, and it's a younger person. It's not an old person. This is a younger person. When I say younger, I'm 60, so it's younger than me. Younger, so we're talking maybe 30s, 40s. I don't think
You're 60. Don't say that. I don't even believe it.
Lord have mercy. Look at this. I blame this on my kids.
You don't bleach it like that, Don. That's not bleach. You didn't bleach that.
No. No. Anyway, but yeah, I just get this feeling of this rushing back from time to time of this loss and this person, and again, start putting in perspective to celebrate the life, not missing the loss. Okay. Not this last couple of years. No. Okay. For some reason, wow. No, I got like mid-year a loss. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's a man. It's a male. Again, male in the 30s and 40s, maybe late 20s at earliest. I mean, yeah. And then
could it be the ending of a relationship?
I don't know. He seemed like a Bubba type. He was a little chunky. It's like, when I saw the face, I was kind of looking in the mirror when I was younger. So I saw like a beard, like a reddish brown beard. But I didn't have the hat on. He wore a baseball type cap, but it's like fishing or something. I don't know, hunting. I just kind of, that's the image I was seeing of this person. Who knows? Maybe after we get off the air, you'll think of somebody who triggers that you lost. I just, again, mid-year is what I'm getting, and So apparently it didn't, because you're not, you can't even think of them and remember them, so they must not be coming back. But in your mind,
She said her last loss was 2020.
okay, well,
I mean, it could be that their energy could be kind of still fresh for us.
yeah. No, and that could be Catherine, but send us a message or follow up with us next time if indeed something resonates and all of a sudden you remember somebody who has passed this year that was connected with you. Yeah, yeah. Damn. I'm getting a car. I'm getting a car, a Mustang. I don't know if you drove a Mustang, a Shelby Mustang, a Shelby Cobra Mustang. So again, somebody who maybe drove a Shelby Cobra Mustang? Because I'm getting that Shelby Cobra Mustang. Anyway, I'll leave it at that because it's not resonating. But wow, a lot of energy around that. So, alrighty then. Sorry, Catherine. Let me see. Let me do the cards and see if I find something else for you that isn't attached to an energy. My boyfriend took his life in 2018. That is who it was because of the car. Okay. He had a Shelby Cobra. Let me see what else I got for you, since it's again energy that's not related. We're gonna get there. Let's see. We have a Knight of Coins. Sending you love, Catherine. Knight of Coins. Interesting. This year you're gonna be moving toward money. So if you've been having some money issues, know that you're gonna see a relief from that this year. You're gonna be moving toward it. He's late 30s. That was his favorite car. Oh, maybe so then. That's the energy. Okay. All right, there you go. Wow, okay. Did he die in the middle of the year? Because again, I'm getting mid-year. But back to the cards. I love it. This is going to be a great year for you. Look at the Sun card. I mean, this is a year of opening a newness, of change, of new things. But you have to stay focused. Be careful of losing your focus, because that could distract you or take you off of the direction you're in. And if you're not in a relationship, guess what? You will be, because I'm seeing this Two of Cups, and that Two of Cups is usually, it can be many things, but in this case, I'm going with a relationship situation, a connection between somebody. So if you're in a relationship, it's going to get tighter this year. If you're not in one, you will find one this year. Again, so relationship is it. He shot himself in April 2018 in our bedroom. Oh, okay. Well, that would that's about the time of year. Yeah, I still live in his house. So his energy is there around you often, I'm certain then. And maybe that's why I'm getting that energy about him, because you're there. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands. So again, this is a year one for you. This is a recycled year one for you. I don't know your age, but and that's what that Ace is saying. This is like a year one for you. This is a starter year. So again, this should be a sunny year, a new beginnings year. So I would take risks this year. If you're going to do if you're planning on doing something, if you've been planning on doing something, this is the year to do it. If you're planning on starting something new, do it. If you're starting to do business, this is that starting year. This is a number one year. So again, it's that birth year. It's a year of birth, a year of creation, a year of opportunity, a year of excitement, a year to just do whatever you want to do and think you can do. Make it start this year. I just feel this is a creation year for you. So make sure that you open up this year to be that year. Okay. Because 7/7, we're on life cycles of 7, and 7 sevens are 49. So you're in the 50 year. You're in the number one year. Damn, because she's 50, right? 7 sevens, 49. So this is the 1 year. Again, the cards don't lie. This is your number 1 year. And so again, number one is the 50. So again, do that number 1 year. Use that number 1 year. Okay. Make sure that you make this an amazing year for you, because this is the start of the cycle of 7. So this is the starter year. This is the year where you create, you make the year, set your tempo for the remainder of the 7. What you do this year has an impact for the next 6. So again, make it amazing, make it happen, make it shine, start something new, make excitement happen, because it will carry you through the next 6 years, a 7-year cycle. Holy crap. It's amazing when the cards come through, right? Let's see, who next? Do you have anything more to add, Angie, or?
I don't. And I didn't have anything else for Catherine, but for Alexa Ann and because I think she said her house burned
Oh,
down.
did she?
I
Oh my
had
gosh.
something for her, and then there was a cold person, Deanna Powell. Don't leave. I wanted to do you for your career and finances, but Alexa Ann, I wanted to do her because she was saying, what do you see coming for her? Because everything, she lost everything.
Oh, geez.
And the way that they show it to me is that because you got the Tower card, and this was that sudden upheaval you needed. Are you it seems to be like a lot of change that's going on in your life very rapidly. When I got the first card that came out was the Two of Cups, but when I saw them, these people were pulling apart and walking away. So I don't know if you're ending a relationship or you're thinking about ending a relationship, but they showed me the two people walking away, or you're walking away from some kind of personal relationship or something. So I do see you walking away from something, and then I got the Tower card, and I feel like that's that sudden upheaval. That's what gives you that break. Like they told me, there's a lot of negative energy there, or there was a lot of um sad energy, and this is kind of like just getting rid of everything that you allow, and allowing you to get everything fresh and new. Every time I move into a new space, I like to get all new things. I don't like to take the stale energy from there to the new place. I like to get all new stuff, and it's not always affordable, but I'm getting that you are now it's like letting you be able to go without any baggage. You get to set everything the way that you want to. Like I see bright colors, oranges and blues and greens, and just everything will be different. Like I feel like it was like it was really really pale yellows, or really kind of not necessarily boring covers, but it was very neutral. And you're going to go a little bit more bright and vibrant, and you're just going to change your whole outfit because you need everything to look different in order to raise your vibration. So this gives you a chance to move on, to move. And I feel like you're relocating. So I feel like all the things that are happening to you is like you're separating from a relationship, you're relocating to a new place. And I don't know necessarily that it's a new city or state, but I feel like you're relocating, you're separating, and then you're going to have this partnership. But the partnership doesn't necessarily seem like it's with people quite yet. It seems to be like spirit helping you to move you along. Like you weren't ready to move along, and so here we come to give you this tower, and we're helping you to move along and to make that decision. You seem like you were hemming and hawing. Like they're showing me a teeter, one of the little teeter top things where you're like, okay, I want to go. Okay, no, I don't want to go. And you're just kind of bouncing back and forth. And the decision had to be made. And this is how they got it made. It was sudden, it was quick, and it was done. And although it was tragic that you may have lost everything, you get to rebuild in a new way, in a more positive way, in a brighter way, in a more spiritual way. And then this right here, the King of Cups, for me, the King of Cups is trusting your higher power to do what it is that they're supposed to do. So I get trust from the King of Cups, but I also being in control of your situation. Like this person is on turbulent water, but he's still calm. He's still in control of his emotions. He still is looking forward to the things that are coming. So this is a very emotional situation from you. And you can see that the water is rippled and moving, but he's completely on water. He's not on land at all. He's completely in the emotions and the thick of it, but he's navigating, or he's calm, and he knows where he's about to go. So stay on focus on where you're supposed to be going versus the things that are happening to you, and know that all of these happen for you, not to you. They happen for you to move you on to something better, and it's just giving you a fresh start. So go ahead and be ready and open for that change. So that's what I got.
I like that. I like that very much. So sorry to hear about that, Alexa Ann. I know that's of what you've been going through. This is like the last thing you needed to happen. So Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But and this is not the psychic me. This is going to be the guy who's lived 60 years. First and foremost, I would say this, and again, I'm not living the experience, but I've been in situations where they're not so dissimilar. I'll put it that way. And things are taken from you. Things are taken from you for whatever reason. Uh, there's a you can look at it and let it bring you down and wear you down and beat you up, or you can say, you know what, this may be a great opportunity to rebuild, a great opportunity to start again, to start from ground zero. It's amazing how sometimes our lives are complicated and we fill our lives with stuff, and then we wind up being what do you call it? We are chained to our stuff, and we can't make choices and decisions we want because we have all of our stuff. And when I say stuff, it's not just the physical stuff, though most of it is. There's all kinds of other stuff too. And some things bind us because of memories or whatever else. So one thing you may want to try is to also look at this in a positive vein and say, you know what? At least I'm given an opportunity to have cleaned house, to have erased so much, and now maybe rebuild and start again. This way you can reconstruct, and you can again rebuild your life and your surroundings in the new you, because a lot of stuff that you had prior probably came from an older you, a time where you had other dramas and other things that held you, maybe even things that were memory things that when you saw them, they brought back so many memories that maybe aren't the best, or they kept you trapped in cycles of reliving things that maybe were hard on you. And so what I would suggest is try to look at this as maybe an opportunity as well to heal, to move beyond, and to kind of give yourself a fresh start, to give yourself a new look, a new different feel, and maybe even a new, when you get into a new place, it'll be your place and it'll be your fresh start. And you can then imprint the new you, the person who you have become, instead of the one who through the years had created this environment that was a hodgepodge of different events and memories and things. And now all of a sudden it can be that new you, that you, the present you, and it can better reflect whom you are and your values and your wants and your desires and all those things. So again, it may help you put some things to rest. I'm not saying that it's going to be easier or easy at all. And so please don't take it that way. But what I'm saying is, if you dwell on the negative side of it, no one is impacted but you. I hate to say that. People can feel sorry for you, but no one's impacted but you, because you can't move forward. And so be careful not to do that. Yes, mourn. Yes, deal with the fact of, damn, I wish, and did it have to, why, and all this other stuff. But move beyond that and start moving forward. And you will find that, again, by focusing your energy on the new location, the new furniture, the new drapes, the new choices of items that sit on your countertop, you have a reflection of a more modern you, and have been able to let go of some things that maybe you should have let go of before. And so think of it as an opportunity. But I'm not saying limit the frustration or burden or hurt. I'm not saying bury it or hide it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is again, two things can be true at the same time. You can have hurt, you can have pain, you can have all these other things, and of things because it was the loss. But that loss can bring you that opportunity for change, that opportunity for newness, that opportunity for hope, that opportunity to rise above, the opportunity to show that you're strong enough that you can face anything. And you have faced quite a bit over the last few years. So again, this is a time for that. So that's what I would suggest to you. And that's, again, nothing psychic. That's just pure, out there, and ensure that you are not beaten. You are not beaten. You are not knocked out. You are just knocked down. Get back up. You have it.
Oh my gosh, Don, that so aligns with what I just read in the King of Cups. And they were saying, being able to go with the ebb and flows of life and to take those, to take those highs and lows and be able to navigate, like exactly what they said about him being in the water. He's right in the thick of it. This is his, this is a lot of things that are going on that could bring him down, that could give him that emotional, take his emotions down, and he's able to control it. He's a visionary. He can inspire others. He could use his creativity to change the situation. And they're saying this is your opportunity to take this situation that seems tragic and seems horrible, but is definitely working in your favor or moving you forward in a way that allows you to customize the rest of your life to the way you want it to be and to move forward in a positive way. So I am all for that. And I think that this is a great opportunity for you to make that change. And it's an example of how we tell people, if you don't make that change and you don't do what you're supposed to do, they'll come in and make it for you. So I feel like you were hemming and hawing about whether you wanted to move or what you wanted to do. And they're like, okay, this was a very sad way to do it. But again, it's the change that you needed, and it gives you a new focus. And now you're ready to rebuild with the tenacity of succeeding. Like, okay, I lost everything, but now I get to rebuild. I get to start all over. And you get to receive. I feel like you give a lot too, and now you get to receive. You're going to get a little bit of charity from people having to give to you. And you seem a little bit, like, oh, no, that's okay. I'll be fine. And people are like, no, trying to give to you, and you're not really understanding how to receive. And so this is also a lesson in you learning how to receive from the universe. And the universe isn't going to just drop a pallet of things down. They're going to use people to give those things to you. And they're saying, learn how to be received. Find gratefulness in receiving. This is a situation where you're in need and people are giving to you. Receive, because those things are coming from the universe. These people were prompted to help you for whatever reason, and allow them to help you. So don't always be a giver. Learn to receive. This is your season for receiving. So things will work out fine for you and you'll move forward. But I do feel like you're going to relocate to somewhere different and you'll thrive, because it'll be a whole new attitude. Sometimes you just need to shake it all off. Like, this Angie is totally different from the Angie that was in Michigan. This Angie is, just does a lot more things than she would have done in Michigan. And so just as far as exploring and dating and meeting new people and the jobs that I was doing and just getting outside and doing all kinds of stuff and the way I travel, all these things are different. And so you're just, a fresh start sometimes is what you need. So although this seems to be a disaster, it's a new year and you get to just plan out how you want it to be.
Yep.
So that's what I see.
Yep. No, I like that. I think that's right on target.
All right. And then if that Powell person is here for the you're welcome, Miss Alexa. I really was drawn to your question about the because I didn't feel like I felt like there was a sadness, but I didn't feel like there was a desperation on it. It was kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do next? How do I move forward? Is this a punishment? And you're not being punished. Like, I feel like you felt like, oh my gosh, am I being punished for something that I did wrong? Or is this my karma for something that I said, or for me having for thinking that I should leave or that I should move on? And they're saying, no, this is just to move you forward. You were stuck in a situation where you didn't want to move forward. And though we don't always like the way that they want us to move forward, we still have to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Deanna Powell person is still here too. Oh, see, Alexa, and that's what they're telling me. Don't feel like it's a punishment. It's just to move you forward. Sometimes we need to, we need spirit to push us, to move us. And this is that push and that move. And now you'll be able to move forward and everything will start to pick up as long as you take the momentum of it. You don't kind of like let it pull you down. Take the momentum of what they're doing and move forward. And then in a year, in 6 months, you'll be able to tell this story and be like, you know what, this is a tragedy that happened to me, but this is what it's turned into. And it'll be just such a positive experience. And you'll meet a new love and everything will work out in your favor.
Absolutely. And Powell just posted a big thing here. She says, hi, relocated back home in May 2023 to a job loss. I lost everything and it's been tough. Started a new job in September. I'm not sure if I should stay. Communicating every day and not settled. Commuting every day and not settled.
Okay. And her initial question was like about career and finances. Like that was the two things that she put in there. So this is just a little bit more background about it. So let me see what they have for Deanna Powell. Are you thinking about changing your career? Like, I feel like the job you took was just something that I need money, I need income, I need to get the bills paid. And so this is what you took, but you have a desire to do something else. This isn't what your desire. This isn't what calls on your heart. There is something else that you want to do. Are you trying to get into healthcare, or are you trying to get, gosh, I always get healthcare. Are you trying to get into a totally different career? And I'm hearing now is the time. Make the roadmap. Like, they're showing me like, okay, this is your start. And you can navigate in whatever direction you want to go in. You just have to decide and call those things in that you want to be in. So I feel like the job, the reason that you're not settled is because it's not really what you want to do. It's kind of like, oh, well, I took this job because it pays and I needed some income, but it's not really what I want to do. And they're saying if you pour your heart into what you really want to do, then it'll be easy. The money will come easy and it won't be so locked up. Like, I feel like the money is stuck. Like, they're showing it to me like it's supposed to be coming out of ATM, or it's supposed to be pouring out of like if you were at the grocery store and they have the little machine and it's supposed to pour your coins out, whatever your change is, and it's not coming out for you because it's not tied to your joy. Like your money or your income will come from your joy, and you're not finding any joy from this. So your money is kind of tied up or is being held back, and you're not receiving what you're supposed to be receiving. They're saying if you actually pursue the thing that gives you joy, then the money will be released to you because you'll be working in your purpose. And right now you're not working in your purpose. You just wanted something that'll get you where you want, that'll get you some income. And that's fine, you being proactive, but like kind of seek the steps that you need to take in order to get to where you want to be, and to find and to do what it is that you want to do. There's something I'm hearing about nature. Are you wanting to go camping, or what is this about nature? Because I'm hearing get out in nature. So are you planning a trip where you'll be at a beach, or you'll be in a wilderness, or you'll be in the woods, or you'll be hiking? There's something about you getting out in nature and reconnecting with nature, like touching the ground, the soil, the sand, the trees, or gardening, or doing or planting flowers. There's something about nature that you need to reconnect with, and it'll give you the guidance and it'll give you the clarity that you need. You're so disconnected and you're so in the world, and you need to just go back to the bare minimum basics of nature and nurture, and receiving that grounding from just nature, just the natural things of this earth. You're very disconnected. You're very stuck in so like the digital age, and you need to get out of that and go back to a more organic thing, is what they're saying to me. You wanted to do a spiritual retreat. Definitely do the spiritual retreat, because they're showing me clarity. They're showing me like white light. They're showing me like white robes, like people in white robes, and this purity and this innocence of it all, and you going back to a start, like it's you restarting, and disconnecting from the digital age, because whatever you're doing seems to be something that you do not enjoy at all. It really gives you a lot of not confusion, but chaos in your mind, and it really frustrates you, and it kind of keeps you in an angry or aggressive or combative state, and you want to be a little bit more organic and a little bit more nurturing, and you're just not there right now because you're a little bit you're frustrated with your situation, you're frustrated with having to come back home, and you're frustrated with the job that you have. And they're saying just kind of reconnect with nature, reconnect with what your purpose is and your joy, and everything else will flow like that. But you have to find that connection before you can move forward, because as long as you're trying to move forward in a frustration, you're just kind of, it's like you being tied up in a ball of yarn, and you're just, the more you move and the more you try to wool your way out, you're just kind of tying yourself up more and more and more, and getting more entangled. Whereas what you need to do is just let it all fall away, and then reconnect with nature. And that's how they're giving it to me. So Don, do you have anything for Miss Deanna?
See what's going on. I did get a feeling of itchy feet, and I don't think she's happy where she is. I don't think that this is where this is not where she's going to be. So the question isn't so much are you going to leave? It's when. It's not so much yes, it's are, but is it yes when? So and what that comes down to for me would be spirit asking you to look into yourself and make the plan, get your schedules, get working on the plan for an exit strategy. Okay, make sure that you're looking to that, because again, you will go, and eventually, even if you stick around, that tower card that Angie said will pop back out for you as it does for other people. The 2x4 will come across your head in a spiritual way, and you will be sent packing. So again, you're not on your path. You have not been on your path for quite some time. So I would be looking for that. I would be looking for that and seeing if you could, if you can plan your way out the door. But you will get out the door one way or the other. So I say start planning now so that you can make the transition yourself before spirit transitions you out. And that's what I'm saying.
Shauna, one of our the person that's going to be on live with Don in the morning, has a astro soul journal that she's put out for 2024. There is digital right now. She's going to do a paper version of it, but she has a digital version of it. I really feel like you would benefit from it because she has so many prompts in there for you to answer questions and kind of to map out your way to how you would like to move forward. And so it also gives you the astrology of how things are moving in the atmosphere. And I really feel like you should look into finding her astro soul journal and buy it. This is it right here. And it's really, really like it's like she has prompts and that'll say, well, what are your goals or what do you want to accomplish? And this is how you can take advantage of the transits that are happening this month and what crystals will help you and what new moon and Mercury and sun and all these things. And these are all like, what are your long-term goals? How can you cultivate this? What discipline you have? Like, these are all questions that we don't think to answer ourselves. And she's put a lot of time into this to help you to find ways to ask yourself these questions. How can you use this energy each month to help move yourself forward? And I think this journal will really, really help you. And then it's like, it goes by the week. It shows you, okay, what are my goals for this week? What are my notes? What worked for me? What didn't work for me? How can I, like at the end of the month, what are my reflections? Like, it's really, really a powerful tool if you allow it to work for you. And if not this one, then my niece also bought me the, Law of Attraction journal, and it's kind of along the same lines. They give you prompts like, this is how you map out your year, this is how you reflect, this is how you plan it week by week. Like, sometimes we want to see the whole year, like what's going to happen for 2024. I never really look into those. I want to take it a little bit at a time. Like, what are the first 3 months going to be like? What is the first month going to be like? For one, I'm not going to remember everything you told me for 2024. And then for two, like, it's easier if we do it in little bitty chunks. Like, okay, what am I going to do for January? Okay, January, I need to get settled in. I need to find, my grounding. I need to get myself back on track mentally. Maybe I need to meditate. Maybe I need to walk out. Like, if you can't get to the retreat immediately, you can at least get outside in nature. You can go and put your feet in some water outside when it rains. You could walk barefoot. So many people that I've been listening to have been talking about walking outside barefoot and just touching the ground, touching the grass, touching the soil, and just reconnecting with nature like that. They were like, you don't understand the vibration of what's under the earth and how it connects you to the core of the earth and how much you can just reconnect. That's why I love to go outside in the sunshine. I love that sun coming down on me and just feeding me and giving me those vitamins and nutrients and the energy that I need. And so you just need to reconnect in smaller doses and find your way back to it. Maybe take a salt bath, maybe just soak your feet in a salt bath. Maybe get some crystals that'll raise your energy and take away some of those negative things, like protective stones like black obsidian, tiger's eye, and then get things for clarity like amethyst and quartz and things like that. That'll help you to attract positive things or to give you the clarity that you need. So there's all different things that you can do to help raise your vibration and just get you kind of out of that funk, because I know what it's like to have to move back home with family. You feel like, what did I do to deserve this? Or how did I get here? Or is this a punishment? Or how do I get myself off? You're so focused on getting out of it, you don't enjoy the rest of it, like the rest and the respite that it's giving you. And then you're so motivated to get out, you don't plan properly. And so this is a time that'll give you a little bit of breather to plan. So look into getting one of those journals, and hopefully it'll help you to move forward. Oh, you love crystals? Okay, good. And I'm not a person who like can carry my crystals around like they're always falling out of my pocket or my bra or something like that. So I'm really a bracelet type person. So I have a bracelet that is like black obsidian, and it's the tiger's eye, and then one of the other ones that I had, and it's the crystals that I need. So it absorbs, it protects, and it also gives me a little bit of clarity and grounding back to the earth. So find something like that you can carry with you all the time. Don't feel punished. That is the one thing they're saying, is don't feel punished. You're not being punished. You're being allowed to regroup. We're so used to moving all the time that we don't like rest. Even with my days off, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Just lay here? I should be productive. But for me, that comes from religion. My pastor used to always say, idle hands are the devil's workshop. So I always needed to be busy. busy for the kingdom. And sometimes you just need to rest in order to regroup. How can you receive if you have chaos going in and all the time? You're always thinking, your mind is always moving. You never settle yourself down. And what your higher power wants you to do is to kind of just receive, just kind of soak in this time and just allow yourself to rest mentally and emotionally so that they can replenish you and give you the guidance that you need, and you can clearly make better decisions to move forward. And not to say that your decisions led you to this. It could have just been your higher power leading you to this and giving you the rest you need. Again, that's that tower that Don was talking about. If you don't make the changes that you need, even in rest, a lot of time I've been injured in order to sit me down. Like, okay, we've told you to rest. We've told you to rest. People have said you need to rest. In my readings, I've gotten that 4 of swords. Everything is pointed to rest. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep working. I'm just going to keep working. And then boom, I hurt my foot. I hurt my ankle. I hurt my back, and I can't. And I just have to lay there. Sometimes your higher power has to set you down. And so this is your time to regroup and reconnect. You have too much focus on the outside world and chaos and getting out of your family home. They want you to take this time to regroup and maybe even reconnect with family. Your family isn't pushing you out. They're welcoming you in. You just need to understand that this is for you and not to you. Like, nobody's doing this to you. How could this happen to me? This is for me. This is to help me to regroup and to refocus. So that's what they're trying to do. Oh, I like that, Jojo. The universe is neutral. I like that.
Yep.
So I do see things working out for you if you take this time to rest and reconnect. And once you do that, everything, you'll see things so clearly and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see how they were working this out for me, because they're showing it to me like a roadmap. You're just not seeing the roadmap because you're focused on something else.
That is, and that's so true, because it's the clarity that comes from stepping back a little from a distance. Because sometimes if you're so in it, you can't see it. And then when you pull back, you're like, damn, it was always there. It's so sometimes it's not the moment, it's not the experience, it's not it's always situational and positional. If you're up too close, maybe you can't see it. If you're too far back, you can.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, Don, that just gave me a revelation on, because over the holiday, someone hacked my account. Like, I bought something online and it ended up being a scam, and they ended up hacking my account and taking all this money out. And I was like, well, what did I do? Like, I did everything. I researched the website when I got there. I made sure it was a legitimate site. I made sure everything was right. I was very careful with my cards. And I was like, well, I should have used this card versus that card. And what they were saying was the amount of money that we were about to give to you, or that you're about to receive, you need to be a little bit more mindful. This happened to you while your bank account was low. The amount of money that you're about to receive, or the amount of blessings that you're about to receive, this happened before you receive that. So now you're aware, you're going to be a little bit more careful. That card is gone, is totally done with, and I have something new. I'm a little bit more proactive. I changed all my passwords. Like I kept saying I was going to change my passwords, and this prompted me to change my passwords on all my accounts, my social media, all my sources of money, all my sources of just everything, change all my passwords, and to really think a different way with how I buy online. And so now they're saying, okay, you have all this money that is coming in. This seemed like it was a horrible situation. You're going to recover all your money. We just needed you to be a little bit more mindful, and we needed you to be a little bit more proactive. So we had to sting. This had to sting, and it had to hurt in order to get you to make those changes. But all those things that you said you were going to do for months, you finally did them, in the fear of losing more money, or them having more information to you than you needed. Everything's fine, but we needed you to move. And so this is how it had to hurt. And so seeing it from a different perspective as, why did this happen to me? To wait, they're preparing me for what's to come. I'm about to get this, so I need to be a little bit more active, and I needed to do this. And now that I've done this, I can go ahead and receive. So see it in that way, in that light. You're about to receive, and they needed you to be grounded in order for you to receive the information and make, sound decisions based on your higher power and your higher level of knowledge than emotions or fear or your circumstances. A lot of time we make decisions based on our circumstances. We take jobs that we know we don't want, and we continue to look for another job, or we stay in relationships because it's comfortable and we're not happy about it. So this is just to get you to move forward and see things in a different light, or to move from your higher power and not from your emotional self. So everything is going to work out for you. You just need to reconnect. And however you need to do that, take small steps. Again, salt bath, or just soaking your feet in the salt water, walking outside barefoot, touching the trees, walking in nature, being outside in the rain. If it's snow where you at, making a snowman, making, whatever you have to do, just getting out in nature and touching the things that are natural and getting out of that digital world.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're stuck in the digital world right now.
Super, super. Next,
all right. So that's all I have for this.
Let's do Marcy Whitwell
Okay.
Kavanaugh. That name just kind of called
Oh,
me.
she's been in here a while too.
Oh, has she? Marcy, are you still here? Thank you, Deanna, for popping in, by the way. We appreciate that.
It was
very
nice
much.
meeting you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let everybody else know that we're here. Stephanie O, it is good to see you. That name sounds familiar.
I think the O stands for, oh my God, another love reading. Stephanie.
As soon as I read the question, I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing any love readings, Stephanie. But Marcy, are you still here?
Marcy, are you still here?
Pam is laughing. She says, I understood what being sat down. Listen, Pam, listen. Me and what is her name from she comes to Monday night class. She's the one who's in Alaska. What's her name? Wendy. Me and Miss Wendy. We always feel like when Spirit wants us to sit down and we're not listening, they injure us. Like something always happens. Even if it's just a little, I stub my toe, sit down. And so I've learned to be like, okay, they want me to rest. I'm gonna rest a little bit.
I know Wendy's like the healthiest person, and all of a sudden she comes in with a broken leg, and then she has a back issue. It's like, how she's active and she's out and she's doing stuff.
Oh my gosh, you would never think that Wendy is in her 70s because she's so active. Is she in her 70s or 60s?
I ain't telling no either way. I think
she's but you would never expect it because she's out horseback riding and walking and just so active. And when Spirit says sit down, you have to learn to sit down.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't know if Marcy's here. She hasn't responded.
Oh, so maybe she left.
Shall we choose someone?
Because she really wanted a reading. Oh, well. Natalie's here.
Natalie. Where?
And Holy Grace. Holly. I thought they said Holy. Holly.
Holly Grace. Hey, Holy Grace.
Oh my gosh. Holy moly double top.
Holly, are you still here?
I like that, Holly Grace. I like that.
My niece is Holly Dana. Where they got Dana, I don't know. Because it's not one of my favorites. But Holly's nice. But you know where Holly came from? A carburetor. Yes, my brother-in-law loves cars and he builds cars, rebuilds cars, and there's a Holly carburetor apparently, and that's where it came from.
I thought it was gonna have to do something with holly, like the holly. Mm-hmm. Well, isn't there some kind of decoration
Christmas
or
holly.
A tree or plant or some holly? See, that's what I thought you were gonna say. I did not.
Yes.
Not a carburetor, Lord.
I'm almost certain it's a carburetor. It's a holly something or other.
Yes, JoJo, Holy Spirit. I don't think Holly's here.
Lord have mercy. Okay, folks, if you want to read, you gotta stick around. How about you, JoJo? You know, we haven't read for you in a while. Why don't we give JoJo a read?
Oh, okay. Lovely. New year, new reading for JoJo.
And JoJo, I saw the thing. I saw the thing with the image of the shadow of your daughter in the hospital bed and the 6 years. It's amazing how, thank goodness, 6 years has brought about such a positive change in that situation.
I see you in like a sparkly dress. And I'm hearing you need to get out. Like they're telling me, kick up your heels. You need to get out and party and celebrate and just have a good time. They're showing me you like out having drinks, maybe a happy hour. You're a little bit to you're stuck at home too much. You're too much in mommy mode, and you need to get out and have a little bit of fun. Is the first thing they're showing me. But they show me you really dressed up in like a really pretty dress, and you like having a champagne glass. So I don't know if somebody's getting married or you're going to attend some kind of party, but they're showing me you out celebrating and having a good time and having drinks and eating and laughing and having a good time. So that's the first thing that they show me. And then they're showing me like I don't know if you're expanding your business or what kind of work you're doing, but like it's like you're handing somebody something and then they're handing you money. So there's an exchange of services being coming through, and so it's going to be additional money or an increase of money. But I see like you're handing somebody something and then they're handing you money. So there's either going to be a change in the work that you do or an increase, or you're going to expand in some way, but there's going to be more money coming in. But it does seem like it's going to be an exchange for your service. It's like you're going to be doing something and then they're going to pay you for. So whatever it is, this new opportunity that, and I did hear the words new opportunity because they're showing me the Ace of Cups. And so and it's the cups running over. That's what they want me to, that's the thing that they're showing me, the cups running over. So this is you receiving from your higher power. So it's like you giving something and receiving back. So it's a service. Getting my new business. Oh, okay, then that's good, because that's how they're showing it to me. You give it out, and if you're worried about it, they're saying don't worry. It is going to be successful. You seem to know what it is you're doing. You seem to have done a lot of research with it. You're just a little bit nervous about, is it going to give me a return on investment? And they're saying yes, you are, because they're literally showing me you providing a service, them providing you money, and then there's a line of people lining up. So there'll be people lining up. It seems to be a slow start because initially it was just one person handing you money, and now they're showing me like a line of people, like this person will attract this person, next person, next person. So it does seem like it'll build up over time, and you'll get a nice clientele, or you'll get a lot of business coming through. And it all just seems to be positive, but they also want you to celebrate more or to have fun. Don't be so focused on family and business and finances. They want you to get out a little bit and be a little bit selfish, even if it's just like to go and get your nails done, to go and get your get a manicure, pedicure, or just to have a day in a hotel where you're just kind of relaxing and rejuvenating. And they're saying you need to give a little bit more tasks to the people in the house, like make them do a lot more. You seem to be like the taskmaster where you do everything for them. And some people may be mature enough that they could do it on their own. Like maybe I can fix my own lunch and mommy doesn't have to do it. Or maybe I can hang my own clothes up, or I can get my clothes out of the dryer and fold them and put them away. They're saying you need to delegate a little bit more to individuals in the house and take some of that off your plate. And then you go out and have a little bit more mommy time. So that's what I was saying. Or that's what I was getting for you. But they're saying, don't worry. Literally, I see the words, don't worry. And then they're showing me just a line of people coming up and receiving your services. So that's what I got for you.
Jojo. Man, I think this is going to be, I think this year is going to be a very busy year. I get lots of hectic energy around you, and lots of change, lots of change. But I don't get anything negative around those two feelings. So it's not as though it's going to be a challenging, hectic year or a challenging change. But I do feel a lot of energy around change and a lot of hectic energy, a lot of I do hear the warnings flag of, focus, because I feel that this is going to be a year of so many things hitting you, and you're going to sometimes lose focus, and you have to stay focused. Make sure you're taking the most important things first, or things, the highest priority, the things that are it's like the putting out the biggest fire, the hottest fire, or whatever. So I think that this is going to be a year of definite change, a year of and also facing your fears or facing your demons. I feel like this year is going to be one of those years too, a year of having to not having to wanting to tackle some things that you maybe said, I'll put it on hold or whatever. This is the year for it. So I see a lot of, I see you spread thin. I see again you being challenged, and I feel sometimes you're going to feel as though It's a very heavy burden, and you're not sure if you can do it. The question isn't if you can do it. It's like how can you manage it? So always come back to manage. Don't say if. Say how can I manage it? You can't do everything. You're not superhuman. You are not. I love you to death, and so but you're not capable of everything, and you can't be everything to everyone. So make sure that when there are times where you've had enough or you can't do it, you say I can't do that. I've got too much on my plate already. Or you say, you know what, that's an issue that I'll take on down the road, or whatever else. So what I need you to do is be strong enough to say when it's enough, that it's enough. I need you to push through, to keep push through, and make sure that you keep taking things on as you can to get them resolved. But most importantly, be present in the moment and enjoy this ride, because again, I get the positive feeling for this. I feel like this year of change, this hectic energy is leading you to a very positive outcome. And so I think it's an exciting thing is at the end of this year. So make sure that you leave time for yourself, leave time for those decisions, and leave time for the opportunity from time to time to say, nope, I'm not capable of doing that right now, or I can't do that. I have other commitments. And just let them know, not today or not this week. I can't do it. Sorry. And they're going to have to get over that. Don't buy the shame. Don't buy the guilt. Don't buy all the drama that they want to give you. Oh, but I need you, and you're the only. No. I don't have any more left in me right now for that. I'm spread thin. So make sure you embrace the word no as much as you embrace the word yes, because sometimes I think you say yes too often and take on so much. So say no. Just say no. Do a Nancy Reagan. Just say no. Just say no. Okay, Jojo. But no, I think it's a great year. Again, the energy is wonderful. A busy year, a hectic year, a large year of change, and some eye-opening and awakening for you. But good things, very good things. But just make sure you say no and keep your health key one. Make sure you take care of you. Make sure you keep your vessel clean, healthy, and try to find some way to release a lot of the thoughts and things that fly through your head, so where you don't own them. They're not your thoughts. They're not your guilt. They're not your dramas. Other people's problems are not your problems. Let them go. You love to help and hold that energy in your head, but don't do it. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, Jojo. So well wishes for an amazing year.
I love that.
So, let's do one or two more, and then we are out of here. So
All right.
who is next? Who is our who is our target next? Creature of the night. Creature of the night.
Is it Diana? I don't even know what that is. There's somebody on Twitch. It looks like Diana.
Diana.
Diana, are you still here? Or Brittany Kittle?
Brittany or Diana? Oh, I see Diana Nana Jana Da. That one? That's a long one. Diana Nana Na Diane. Wow, that is long. Are either of you here? Brittany. Brittany's here. Brittany's here. Brittany, do you have any specific question you're looking for? Or you just want us to give you a general? What's the story, Brittany? Tell us. Anna Ivy, is there a future together with me and John? Anna, live life and find out.
And that's why I skipped that one. No love questions. I skipped
enjoy
right
it.
over.
Enjoy it, Anna.
Hey, True Me, nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Hello,
So Brittany Kendall is here.
And Shannon Brown, nice to see you. And Brenda Costner, nice to see you, Brenda. Nice to see you.
Oh, wow.
Happy New Year. So what you got for Brittany? What you got for
Okay, let me see what Brittany.
Brittany says whatever I need to hear would be great. If I could hear from my pap or brother-in-law, that would be great too.
That's funny because the song that I hear is "God Bless the Broken Road That Led Me to You." or that song. So are you ending a relation? Let's see. Let me think. Is this an ending of a relationship, or what are they saying? Because usually that song is about somebody showing appreciation for the person that they're with. Like all of these other things, all these other broken roads or all these other things that ended led me to you. So they're wanting you to know that everything that's happened in your life has happened for a purpose or a reason to lead you to where you are now. You are not off track. You are not off center. Like I see you in a boat, and anytime it feels like you are drifting off into the wrong direction, there is a hand that pulls you back to shore. A big hand that's not connected to anything. So I'm assuming this is your higher power pulling you back to shore. So you're still on track with where you're supposed to be. If you're feeling like you're off focus or you're not on the path that you're supposed to be on, they're saying you're right where you're supposed to be in this path and in the direction that you're moving. And they're saying don't kind of dismiss small beginnings. Like I feel like you're getting incremental wins or incremental movements forward, and you're just like, it's not fast enough, it's not enough, it's not moving me forward, it's not giving me what I want. But they're showing me that it's what you need in order to gather the information that you need to move you to where you're trying to get to. And so they want you to stay focused on moving forward and being connected to your higher power and not listening to so many things outside of you. Like I feel like you ask a whole bunch of people, what do you think I should do about this? And what do you think I should do about that? And you're not really focusing on the one place that you should be less focusing on, which is your higher power. You're allowing all these people to tell you what they shoulda, woulda, coulda done, and nobody knows what they shoulda, woulda, coulda done until they're in that situation. I can tell you that I would leave somebody as soon as they cheat on me, but if I'm in that relationship, who knows? Maybe I'll stay or maybe I'll go. You just don't know what your feelings will be in that situation. And so what they're telling me is you need to focus on what is necessary and appropriate for you in this situation, not what's necessary and appropriate for somebody else who's not in this situation, who is not purpose for this situation. So you need to definitely renew your focus and go within. That's what they're showing me within, because they're showing me the death card, but they're showing it to me from the one deck where you pull yourself open, and what you pull out of your skeleton is a new you. So you're pulling out a new you, but it's the inner you who's trusting her own guidance and trusting her own thoughts and trusting her own direction, and not so much relying on what other people would say, because none of them have to live with the consequences but you. So they want you to stay focused on what you're supposed to do moving forward. And then what's this about a new job? Are you looking for a new job, or did you just get a new job? There seems to be like, and you don't seem to be happy about it if you just got a new job, because I see them blowing those little streamer things, but it's kind of like, like you're not really happy about it. So it's a false celebration. You do not seem to be happy about it if you started a new job. But if you're looking for a new job, then maybe that's where your focus needs to be, on what you're looking forward to and drawing that into you instead of where you're at and what you're unhappy about. And then if you started a new job, then you're not happy about that, because I don't see that the celebration seems to be authentic in where you are. Okay, yes, you said I recently got a new job, and yeah, I'm not happy with it, but I don't really have an option right now. They're saying focus on where you want to be. If you had, like, write down the top 3 jobs that you want to do. What would it be that you want to do? And for me, honestly, the 3 jobs that I have right now are the top 3 jobs that I want to do. The very top job would be doing this full time. And then my current job that I have, I really do love it. It really is easy breezy, and I do like what I do. And then even my second job, though it's a labor intensive, it still gives me the clarity to be able to connect with spirit. So the top 3 jobs that I have now are the top 3 jobs that I want. So what are the top 3 jobs? If I could wave my magic wand and give you whatever you wanted to have, what would those top 3 options be? And that's where you need to be focused, and that's where you need to put your gratitude. I believe in infinite abundance. I am so grateful that um, I have received the job that I want, or I am doing whatever job it is that I want, that I am a teacher, that I am a banker, that I am a lawyer, or whatever it is, and speak positivity into that being what you will receive or that you're working toward, Right now, you're focusing on how much you don't like this job, and be thankful and grateful for the opportunity to come to you. Like I say all the time, every time my car messes up and it does something that I don't like, or there's an issue, I don't get mad at the issue. I say, you know what? I'm grateful for the new vehicle that the universe or my higher powers are giving to me. Because if this vehicle is messing up and is about to die, then that means you have something better for me. So I'm going to focus on what you're bringing into me instead of what I'm dealing with right now. I'm so thankful and grateful that the universe is blessing me with the new vehicle that'll get me safely back and forth to where I'm supposed to be. And so that's what they want you to focus on. What job do you want? What opportunities do you want? How much money do you need to make? A lot of times we'll just say, oh, I just want to make more money. Well, if they give you $100 more, that's more money. But is that the amount of money that you need? What is the amount that you need? I want to make $10,000 more. I want to make $100,000 more. Set the goals. You're limiting your higher power by putting a cap on it, or by not giving it any kind of or not letting them know what you want. So what you need to say is, I want to make $10,000 more. I want to make $100,000 more. I want these hours. I want to be remote. Let your higher power know, because your higher power has an infinite amount of resources. Your thinking is limited because of how you are in the 3D and in your natural body, but your higher power can give you whatever you want if you believe and you focus on what it is that you're trying to draw to you instead of what you're trying to escape from. So that's what they want you to do, kind of change your perspective. Like they literally show me you looking to the left and they want you to look center. If you look center, then it'll guide you along where you want to be. You won't veer off anyway. And you seem to be veering off and not focusing on where you need to be. And that's what they want you to do. Change your perspective, focus on where you're supposed to be, or where you want to be versus where you are and where you're not want to be, because that's where all your attention is going. And that's what you're drawing in, more of what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. So that's what I got for you. Okay. Oh, I like that. She says, you honestly just opened my eyes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I really don't have anything more to add than that. I think that I was picking up a whole lot of what Angie was, that energy was there. I think Angie's like spot on. And not only that, but I think Angie in trying to get things clear is it was kind enough to not tell you how strong the energy is right now for you, and how it is time for you to do something. So it's like, there's just a you have a lot of people on the other side who are pulling for you, who are helping you and guiding you and pushing you through. And that's the energy we're getting, again, is from the other side. They are there supporting you. They are there trying to push you forward. So yeah, listen to what Angie said, but know that it's a very strong message we're getting. We're not getting like we had to go looking for it. No, this was not. This was like we are being inundated with this message. So the people on the other side who are looking out for you are sending you a very clear message by sending it to us and saying, hey, you both need to hear this, not just one of us. So, and usually, when Angie and I read, she reads and then I get something maybe a little different or whatever, but it's the same. But no, this is in sync. This message was meant, this message came through very loud and clear to us both at the same time. So again, the folks on the other side, they are very much in your corner and you have a lot of support. So do not take lightly what Angie said, because this needs to be acted on.
Did she ask about her brother? Because I feel like her brother was her protector. I don't know if he was older and he was her older brother, so he was her protective big brother, or if he was her younger brother, but he protected her like an older brother. Like, I feel like you missed that protection, or you feel like you missed that having somebody to look back and know that they're in your corner. And what he's saying is, I'm still always in your corner. I never left you. Like, I'm getting extremely emotional and trying to hold back the tears. And I feel like you're emotional, but I feel like your brother or whoever this person is always there in your corner, is always walking behind you, is always protecting you. Like, if there's a banana peel, he's sweeping it out of the way so you don't have that, and you're just kind of losing your focus in your sadness, and brother-in-law of 11 years. Is this brother-in-law passed on? Because this is somebody who was in your corner, who is protecting you, who is there for you, and they want you to know, I'm still there. I'm always there in your corner. I'm always there protecting you. You can communicate with me anytime you want. What is this? There's some dessert, something with bananas. Is there a banana split or ice cream that you two used to eat? Because they're showing me something that you used to eat, and it's bananas. Did you used to eat a banana split or some kind of ice cream dish? They're showing me you eating this ice cream dish.
But you know, it's interesting as she's showing you that imagery, he's also telling me that he didn't. He
Oh, banana pudding. Okay, yes. Okay.
What's interesting because he was showing me also that he kind of um, he he kind of complicated life from time to time. He had drama of his own, and often that drama came back to you. Often you had to step in to help your sister and to deal with the drama. And he brought drama. I mean, I'm getting images. He's showing me a car and being pulled over and being arrested. He's showing me all kinds of stuff. He's showing me, I guess it's a friend, a very good friend of his, and some of the stuff they got into and used to drive you too crazy, you and your sister both, because your sister would call you and turn to you and say, look, and she would get mad at what's going on. It's like him and this other person. They're like these, yeah, it's funny. They're showing me both of them. Are they both gone? Because I'm feeling like both of them have crossed over too, by the way. They're both of them, the friends. But I don't.
I feel like he's also very Knight of Swords. Like he just comes rushing in. He doesn't even think about it. What, we got action? Oh, let's do it. Like
Yes.
he's the guns. He's definitely the hammer. He comes in. He's the muscle, and he doesn't even think. He just does it. And to hell with the consequences. We'll deal with it later.
Yes.
And she's the consequences. She's the later that's cleaning it.
Yeah, yeah, and again, her sister would come to her, and it's like she'd have to, be there with the sister and just like work. Like it's going to be okay. She was like the strength for her sister from time to time, is what I'm getting. So I don't know if this is resonating with you, but it's definitely coming through me.
Oh my gosh. He seems fun though. Like he's funny and joyous and upbeat, but he just flies off the handle. Like, listen, everybody can get it. Is how he
Oh, she said
is.
they're both gone. Yeah, no, they're not. Oh no, they're not both gone. So the other friend apparently is there. It's like I thought it was a cousin or something. It's like he and this cousin would go out and do stuff together. It's like I was getting cousin energy from him, his cousin, or was it your cousin? I don't know. It's interesting. But Lord, but now looking back, it isn't as dramatic because now it's like just interesting stories to tell. Yes, yes. Interesting. So it's your cousin. Okay, yes. Yes. But you loved him no matter what. Yeah, he had his flaws and he was not perfect, but you guys loved him and you loved the children. I'm getting children that were produced from from him and his relationship. And when you see those kids, you see him and those kids. I think it's wonderful. So wow, interesting. Yeah, he's pulling for you. He's always there for you. Know that as much as you were there for him, he is there for you as well as your father on the other side, as you already know. Yeah, it's interesting. All righty then. Shall we do one more or are we done? You're muted.
I'm sorry. We could do another person. I was trying to find that person that was on my YouTube, putting all that crap in there. I was trying to remember.
Oh, the religious dude thing?
But yes, I'm ready to do another one. I like that one. That was really nice, Brittany. And you were so patient. Did we call Shannon Brown and she came back?
This is the dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking care of him.
Oh my gosh. Lord help the child.
Lord knows folks tend to think that theirs is the only answer. For some reason, it's not. There you go. Okay, there we go. All right, it's gone. Let's see. Shall we choose one more? How about Quelly May? Quelly May. Have we read for her before?
Okay.
That seems new. That name seems.
I've never heard. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Quelly May. Quelly. Quelly, are you having man problems? I'm getting whole kinds of man drama, man energy issues. Are you looking for a man, or has one walked away, or is there's again? I'm getting some man problems. Um, oh, jeez. And it's an interesting time of year for it too, because it's been a long holiday season. So I don't know what's going on, Quelly May, with that. Are you? Does that resonate with you? Before I go off on a deep end here.
Oh, they said hi.
One walked away. We are taking a breath. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Go with the first part, not the second part, because I I think it's a walk away, not so much just taking a break. I don't get a lot of I'm just not getting a lot of energy of a return situation there. I'm not getting, and I'm not sure that's not a bad thing. I think it's probably a good thing. I just think that yeah, yeah, I've a lot of energy around change and newness. A lot of energy around change and newness. This was yeah, that's what I'm getting. So don't focus on you right now. Focus on moving forward. Focusing on what you need to do to continue to live and make life happen. Don't get tied down and don't get mired down in the hurt and anger and frustration, all those things. Just move, just keep moving on and living. Keep living your life, and that's for lack of a better way to put it. What you got, Angie?
While you were talking about that, I saw her or him, I get a female energy,
Mm-hmm.
rising up out of water. Like it's your human body, but it's all filled with water. So it's an emotional situation. But I feel like you are very much in control of the situation. You don't seem to be down and out about it. You feel like there was a betrayal, definitely. But then there's that Four of Cups. You're refusing to take what it is that they're offering to you. You're like, nope, that's not what I want. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to refuse that. You can keep that. I don't want that. And it all leads to a celebration because you get what you want. Wow, and that's another cup. So you go from the Four of Cups, refusing, nope, that's not what I want. I'm not going to take that, to a celebration with the Three of Cups, getting what you want and being able to have the victory and celebration that you want. In this situation, but you rise up like water. And so to me, that's that fluidness, that's that adaptability, that's being able to just go with the flow of things. And they're saying like, you're okay. You don't seem to be in a negative space about it. You seem to want to be moving forward. In a positive light. And then they actually showed me the Six of Swords, with you being in the boat and going on to calmer times. Like, this may have been chaotic, or this breakup may have been a little dramatic. Not the relationship may have been a little bit of drama near the end, and you're ready to just move on and move forward. And that celebration is coming for you. You will find somebody who is a lot better than this person. They're saying concentrate on your finances. Like, they're saying you're missing opportunities for money, because they're showing me money on the floor and you're just walking over the pentacles and the coins. Like, the money's already dropped from the sky. You missed that opportunity. Now it's just laying on the ground and you're walking over, you're stepping over opportunities and ways to make money. So they want you to focus more on your finances and ways that you can bring in money, or opportunities that have been presented to you that you may not have accepted because you were intertwined or in this entanglement with this relationship. So they're saying you're missing opportunities, but they're still laying there for you to pick up and to recognize, and they're right at your feet. Like, these aren't things that are like, oh, I have to figure out what to do. They're literally right there at your feet. The money is laying at your feet, waiting on you to pick it up or to recognize that it's there. So you may need to connect with your higher power and be like, okay, what is my next step? What is it that I'm missing? What opportunity came to me that that I didn't take? Did you have an opportunity to relocate for a job, or to change from a new city or a new state, or to go somewhere else, and you didn't take it? Because they're saying another opportunity is going to come up. Like, maybe that company or whoever it was who offered you that position may come back to you, and they want you to take this opportunity, or they want you to see these opportunities and take them. So something that you missed is coming back again. But like, I don't feel like it's gone. It's just laying at your feet, and you need to recognize that it's there. Oh, she said you're just about to start a new opportunity. Okay, so that's what they want you to focus on your finances, because the opportunities are there for you. You just weren't picking them up or seeing them. And then this will be the money that you need to make some changes. Is there something that you are trying to do for your daughter, or is there something, because the money seems to be related to a need for your daughter, something that your daughter needs. So I don't know how old she is, because they show her to me as a little, like maybe 10 or 11. Or that tween age 11 to 13, and it's something that you're trying to get for her or to provide for her, because your money seems to be tied to her, or whatever increase you're getting seems to be going into something that is for her benefit or for her future need. And so they're saying that whatever it is that you need is going to come. You are making the right decision on this relationship. Move forward with it, and the money will come. Oh, for her college. Okay, that's what I see. Like it's really tied to her. They're really showing that the money's gonna come and you're gonna get it. She really seems to be a little smart girl. And I actually hear scholarship, and I saw a light bulb over her head. So she seems to be pretty smart, and she will just keep funneling her into that way that you're doing it with her intellect. That's the word that they're giving me, is intellect, and allow her to explore like whatever opportunities come up for her. They want you seem to be like a kind of a helicopter mom a little bit, and they want you to loosen the reins just a little bit and allow her to explore a little bit more. And then this money will allow you the options to provide for her to do other things that'll enhance her intellect or her future aspirations. But you're going to get the money that you want. Just focus on your finances right now. So that's what I got for you.
Exactly. Well, I think we are pretty much done. But before we go, I'm going to show a commercial this weekend. If you are in the Phoenix area and you want to be a vendor or an attendee of the Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market, which will be running Saturday and Sunday, please reach out to sonoranmarket.com and you can apply there or buy tickets in advance. It's going to be in Peoria, Arizona, which is in the valley here. So again, please come and visit us. We're 10 to 5 Saturday and Sunday over in Peoria. Please come by and check us out. We're going to have psychics. We're going to have card readers, tarot readers, of course, healers, energy healers. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff. We're having raffles. We're having speakers all day, every day. Every hour will be a different presentation. So come join us and enjoy the time. And with that said, I'm going to actually play the commercial since I created it. Let me pull it up.
I'll be on at 2:15 on, I think, Saturday, just so you all know. So you can come by and see me. I'll be doing a presentation. I haven't nailed it down yet, but Julie was asking me today. So it'll be something with psychic abilities or recognizing your psychic abilities, something to do with psychic abilities.
Fantastic. And Angie has talked. Angie is very comfortable in person like she is here. So she's great to
listen. You can't shut me up. I'll just talk and talk and talk.
Yes, indeed.
And I like crowd participation. So if you're coming, come on in and ask questions, whatever your burning questions are. And we'll be streaming live. So Don, you can even present your questions online.
Yep, you'll see this. You'll see me pop up online in the notices. Saturday and Sunday, it'll run all day long. We keep it streaming the entire day. So you'll have the different speakers each period. And this is the commercial.
And we all usually log in.
Here's sunrise paints the sky, unveiling a canvas of potential. The Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market swings open its doors on January 6th and 7th, located at 9720 West Peoria Avenue in sunny Peoria, Arizona. From 10 in the morning until 5 in the evening, the market hums with an energy like no other. Tarot readers, psychics, and unique vendors gather to create an oasis of spiritual discovery and well-being. Engaging presentations are held every hour, dispensing nuggets of wisdom for body, mind, and soul. Will you discover your destiny in the stars or reveal profound insights with a psychic? As the fresh year unfurls, consider a plunge into the Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market. Begin the year by concentrating on your spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. More information can be found at www.sonoranmarket.com.
Now that looks a little.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It is so beautiful. I love the colors and everything.
And it's a little condensed because it's made for the YouTube Shorts, the TikTok type thing. And so it's narrow, but on here it blows it up. So when you see it on the YouTube short or something, you'll see it looks even more impressive. So
Right quick before we go, Summer Dawson asked for a message, and when I read that, I heard "keep your nose clean." There's a situation that's about to happen at work, or somewhere. No, it seems to be work because I heard career. There's a situation that they do not want you to jump into it and get your nose in it, or step into it, or communicate, or be a part of it at all. Do not jump into this situation and put your 2 cents in it. Just let it unfold. However it happens, you do not have to jump in it. You do not have to contribute. You do not have to say anything, because there is a new opportunity. There is good news coming your way, and you just need to stay focused on what is for you. So do not get into this situation that's happening at work, or this, whatever the situation is. Don't put your nose in there. Say keep your nose clean, because there's an opportunity that is going to come up for you. This judgment is you being called to receive. This is good news. This is a page of pentacles. This is good news about money or business or something that is coming your way. So do not get wrapped up in whatever that situation is that happened at work. If it's your coworker, your friend, or whatever, you have nothing to say about it. You know nothing that's going on. Do not jump into it like you're at all. That happened to me at work just recently. Literally, this guy, I was at my second job, and this guy was about to go home. They had literally just made an announcement. If you're going to leave early, come and tell management that you're leaving, so we'll know. He decided he wanted to leave without telling anybody. And he was like, Angie, if they just tell them I left. That's not my job to tell them that you left. And so he kept saying, Angie, go and tell them that I told you. They wrote me up because they said I didn't tell anybody. I said, I'm not a manager. You weren't supposed to tell me. You were supposed to tell a manager. Mm-hmm. So I went to the manager and I was like, well, he did tell me, but what good is that going to do? I'm not a manager. He said, right, you're not management. And he should have come and told us. Thank you for letting us know. But that there's nothing that you can do. He knew what the consequences was. And so what they're telling me is to tell you, do not jump into this situation. Do not get your nose dirty in this situation. Stay focused. Your opportunity is coming, and you don't want to be caught up in this mess and be one of the people and have it to ruin your opportunity. Like they're showing me that if you jump in it, your opportunity is going to go away. If you stay focused, everything will happen the way it's supposed to. So allow whatever is supposed to come to you to come for you, but do not get caught up in whatever mess is going on at work. So that's what I have for you, Summer Dawson. I hope that helps.
Super, super, super. Well, with that said, then this is the poster that I told you it looks better when it's in thing. You can see it. Watch.
Oh yeah, I posted that everywhere.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's you in that commercial, because it's cut off. All you see is the center of that, but now you can see the whole image. So again, folks, thank you so much for coming in. Happy New Year. Angie, it's been wonderful getting back together with you. It's been a little while.
First show of the year.
Yes, and I saw you and Sherry on Sunday. You guys were great. I enjoyed it. The energy was...
I felt so disconnected. This felt more aligned. Like I really needed to focus. Like I felt like I was forcing a little bit on Sunday, but it's always fun with Sherry Berry.
Absolutely. Oh, she's a sweetheart. We adore Sherry. Oh, Sherry, like that song. All right, everybody, have a great one. We're going to get out of here. I did not move over the exit the video, so you're not getting a special exit video, but we're going to show Angie's video again, her intro video, and that's going to get us out of here. So see y'all later. Thank you much, and blessings. I will be back tomorrow morning with Shauna, and we will be starting again at 8 a.m. our time.
Subscribe, people. Just subscribe, and you'll know every time we go live. Make sure you're subscribed to all of us.
Exactly. Then we'll see you then. Love, peace, and again,
prosperous New Year.
Oh my God! There you go.
How do we say? Listen, we're one mind, Don. We're the same person.
Adios.